What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's presentation of Dungeons and Dragons: Phandelver's Lost Mine. We are here in session 10, where we left off last week. We'll do a recap here shortly, but you can see our roster right here on the screen as I move my mouse back and forth. But where we left off last week, we're in the middle of Kragmaw Castle. Got jumped by two gigantic baddies that we're going to have to deal with somehow. Steve Darkmagic, our half-elf warlock, is currently unconscious, and we are running on fumes, mana-wise, spell-wise, key point-wise, everything. So we're going to pick up right where we left off, pretty much in the middle of combat, and we're going to have to take care of these two things, or just, total party kill, one way or the other. So anyway, let's jump into the channel and see what everybody's up to.
Talking to an Australian.
My best friend from growing up lives in Sydney.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, he's.
What
he
does
was
he
born...
say about
I'm
it?
sorry.
What's that? I didn't hear what you said.
He said Sydney's a shithole.
Sorry, I talked over you. Go for it, Ellis.
Sorry.
No, I'm done. Sydney's a shithole. You said it, not me.
It's a friendly rivalry between Queensland, where I'm from, and New South Wales, where Sydney is. It's all.
So I'm gonna take it you're not a Rabbitoh supporter.
No.
What Aussie rules football team do you like? Because
Brisbane Broncos. That's right.
no, Brisbane is fucking no.
That's
They're
rugby.
terrible. No, they're awful. Okay, rugby, whatever. I don't know.
How about Dungeons and Dragons?
All right, let's.
Oh yeah.
How's that for a segue?
Yeah, we got a long night. Let's not waste time here, boys.
Okay, well done.
So who has a conscious character that would like to recap last week?
Who want to do the MVP
All right,
first?
Doomspark wants to.
I got
jump
it.
up.
Jump on the recap. Nice.
Finally, we got So on our conquest through, we burned a scroll. We did not get the desired result. And then the guy that we did hexed and then let get away told everybody about us, and that unlocked a owl bear and some other crazy shit. And then
Snake to
something
puss.
from the ceiling, and then now the greatest of this is Steve Darkmagic is now unconscious.
That he is.
Pretty fucked
All right,
up.
and that is where we'll pick up. And one last thing here is MVP. The MVP award for this week goes to Roland. So Roland, you've got the inspiration point for tonight.
Here.
Legit.
Nice.
Another
Just to
inspiration
clarify-
point we probably won't use.
Just to clarify, it is user lose it by the end of tonight, like in real time. So by the end of Sunday evening. By the end of this session, it doesn't have anything to do with the encounter or the battle or how long you're in Kragmaw Castle. It's a metagaming thing.
Also, metagaming thing. If you are unconscious, we ask that you try not to talk at all, unless I don't know, you're being bombed or
It's
something.
a really
maybe.
good heckle.
Yeah.
There's let's not be moving around too.
Sorry, I went to go click mover to move the screen. Sorry about that.
One little distinction on the talking side. So Hillers is going to continue to be in control of Hansi while Steve is unconscious,
Here.
unless Steve were to die, in which case that would not be the case. But so on Steve's turn, Hillers will control Hansi, but Steve cannot send any messages to Hansi.
Fun fact: Hansi hates all of you.
We only just met Nancy.
All right. So picking back up, just moments ago, a dwarf ran by who many of you assumed to be Gungeon Rockseeker, who was being held hostage by King Grawl until a dart thrown by Recto Kildo went right into King Grawl's hand, causing him to drop his dagger and release his hostage. The hostage ran by all of you and subsequently transformed into its true form, that of a doppelganger, and stabbed Steve in the back, crumpling him to the ground. Roland, it is your turn.
All right, boys, let's start this off fun.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna turn into a giant spider.
All right.
Yes.
And I'd like to jump up on the ceiling as a note, so I don't have to worry too much about spacing where people are.
All right, and where? So you're gonna do? Okay, we've got some room here. So I'm just gonna move you kind of off the map a little bit here, and we have the spider prepped, so that makes that nice
As a
and
question,
easy.
if I am on the ceiling, do I have any, or does anybody have disadvantage on me for melee? Is that a thing? What's your thoughts on that?
So I'll be honest. This is a tough area to be on the ceiling. This is a pretty ruined tower, and if you recall, there were a lot of holes in the ceiling around here.
Okay.
For a giant spider, you could probably do it, but you're probably not going to be super mobile up there.
Okay.
Would characters have disadvantage against you?
Mm-hmm. Mostly melee. I mean, ranged is.
Yeah, let me just double check the height of that ceiling. I think that they might. They just might.
It might not even be able to reach you. We know
And
where the
then we'll
holes are
also
from
have
the
to-
rubble, right?
We'll want to verify you can reach them as well. So these ceilings are generally about 15 feet high. That's pretty tall. So for example, for that hobgoblin there, he would, he'd have some trouble reaching you. So I'll say, yeah, he has disadvantage at the least.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at your reach, right? Just
Well, my bite is close, but that's not what I'm looking to do here.
okay. All right.
So
So
basically,
so you're on the ceiling, and yeah, you're pretty high up there. So I'm gonna say your giant spider's probably 4 feet tall. From bottom to top. So you're on the ceiling. So you're about 12 feet above the heads of anybody.
Okay. What I'm going to do here is I would like to web wrap the doppelganger
Okay.
or web him.
Maneuver
And I
style.
guess I have to. No, it does have it roll in there. Oh wow, that was a good roll.
Oh, so that's the roll. Nice.
Yeah, that's roll. So I guess that just went to you, but that was a 22 and a 24.
And so I think that's your basically attack roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
To see whether you hit or not.
They can, yeah, I guess bursting. So I guess I'm gonna have to actually roll per se.
And then I think he's immediately restrained, and then on his turn he can use an action to make that strength check.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So he is restrained.
All right, and that's gonna be the end of my turn then.
Doomspark, if you need to reboot, you've got a little while.
Yeah, I might go kick over my router, to be honest.
In a fit of rage.
Might set it on fire accidentally.
Did we roll?
You do like to do that.
Dude.
Nick, you had rolled initiative previously, so we're still in the same combat as you've been in for quite a while now.
Okay.
So I think you guys can see your turn order.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was making sure that this was. I just forgot that we did that. I thought this was a new encounter.
It's not.
I can't see Roland on the turn order. Did he fall off when he transformed?
So it's so what's happening there is I've put him onto the GM layer. Actually, let me just bring him back, and you guys will see him reappear.
Oh, that makes sense.
So now he's floating around over there in the grasslands, but that's not him. So please ignore.
No worries.
Pretend there's a curtain.
I see.
Pay no attention.
And pay no attention.
So Roland, assuming that you are all done
That is it.
with your spidery things, it's going to be Granny's turn.
I'm done
Oh
spider.
boy. Okay. So she's behind the curtain here. Can she 5, 10, 15, 20? Oh man. Looks being a hobbit with short legs. Yeah. I was going to go around and try and flank her. But I don't have the movement. I guess she'll jump out in defense of Steve. I don't think I can move through the curtain, but if you could just put me over that corpse.
Yes, I can do that.
And she'll stab.
All right. And
Oh,
so
she will not.
let's see. Would you have? Let me just check because I'm wondering if you would have advantage in this situation.
Because I was sneaky like a hobbit.
Well, in this
Okay.
case,
Wrapped up.
because
restrained.
he's wrapped up, he's restrained.
Oh, snap.
Or does
So
that
give me
break
a
the
moment to Google
restraints?
No, it doesn't.
this. I don't.
It's
yeah, I
a,
don't-
it's a
It can
piercing
be-
weapon, not a slashing weapon. So.
And it can be attacked, but I don't believe it can necessarily be attacked. I think it has to be like actionably attacked by a friendly unit to him.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah. Thanks, Troy.
So the creature can still attack, just can't move?
It can attack, but obviously only it can't move. So that means its melee attacks will have to be only to people in range.
Is that
if-
just-
disadvantage.
is
So
that
it's
the
not
wizard
webbed up.
spell?
It's not webbed up like a Nubarak. It just has webbing on it, slowing it down.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, not
get
just
its
slowing
arms
it down,
out.
but it's made it immobile.
Well, the other thing is the creature, if it wants to break the wrap, it has to use its action to roll to do
That's
that.
Yes, exactly.
So it can make a terrible attack or try and escape.
All right, and so
That's granted done.
so the doppelganger is pulling against kind of the strands of this webbing that is adhered it to the floor, and you're able to go up and just take your rapier and stick it right into the thigh, and it kind of screeches in pain and continues to thrash even harder against the webbing.
And she calls out to Steve, saying, Steve, are you okay? Talk to me, Steve.
You
That's the end of
you
it,
receive no response.
Yay!
All right, so it is Hansy's turn.
So that's how we shut him up.
It's Hansy's turn.
It
Yeah.
is.
Let's see. 5, 10, 20, 25. Hansy takes his movement and moves behind the doppelganger.
So here or here?
Nope. The previous one. And
Yeah.
attack.
All right.
The Hansy poison-y super attack.
Okay, and he will have advantage.
Fuck yeah, he will. He's angry.
We got our own black spider.
He's super mad.
It's more of a red spider, really.
Well, no, it's just
Reddish,
Guy.
reddish, blackish.
got a gauge necklace,
It's
but
got the legs and the fangs and the things.
he's like you or me. You know, he just
All
wants
right.
to be loved.
Hillers, go ahead and roll the attack for Hansy.
You know what? I don't know if I have that. I think that's like pre-programmed. His Let me look.
All right, do so quickly.
What is he?
I'm trying.
He's an imp,
I can help you look him up.
I mean, I've got the
and specifically, he's an imp familiar.
statistics of his attack.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just roll a d20. It's a +5 to hit.
Okay, fair enough.
believe.
All right. Yeah, no, that's correct. Let's see.
You got this, Hansy.
Wow.
He does not hit.
Advantage. Yeah.
A plus
Nice.
5 to hit, and you
Oh
still
yeah.
roll
All right,
one.
go ahead and
Advantage, yep.
roll another d20.
Thank God.
Hansy.
Can't be worse.
That's true.
Don't thank him yet.
Factually cannot.
14.
That will be just good enough. So
Thank God.
Yes!
Get it, Hansy. Yeah, it's actually kind of nasty.
go ahead and roll a 1d4 plus 3.
You know, there's that great little menu to be able to do it
5.
where you don't have to write all that shit in.
Okay.
I programmed all of Steve's attacks in here. I didn't do my minion. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm saying that, yeah. Anyway,
Fuck
We're making it work.
And now roll 3d6.
Failed save.
No, but he's gonna take he saved, but he'll take half damage.
Take half. Okay.
All right, so your C4 was +3, so what's 5?
That is a lot of damage.
Hans
All
is
right.
he's not fucking around.
He's no joke.
He's really mad.
All right, so as the doppelganger kind of struggles against the webbing, the imp flies up and is able to kind of pull its I guess its mandibles extend out, right? Because that's what it's really stinging with. It's got kind of some venomous. Actually, it's got a venomous tail. That's what it's stinging with.
He's got a face, Troy. He's a person like you and me.
He's not a
Mandibles-
person. Not a person.
You also have mandibles, just
Fake news.
FYI. But so he's actually stinging with his tail. So he's got a scorpion-like tail that
That's rad.
that he swings up and kind of flies along and is able to dart that right into the back of the doppelganger, injecting him with a little bit of venom. But you can see kind of the doppelganger kind of clench up and kind of shake off most of the effects of the venom. All right, that'll be it for Hansy. So next.
Oh, sorry. Did Steve have to make a death save to stay?
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, thank you.
What do I do for that?
Just roll a
Go ahead and click
d20.
the death- No, don't do that because I think
Oh.
you might get.
Yeah, he
some,
gets advantage. Yeah, just click.
you get-
Oh, sweet.
Why does he get an advantage?
No, I
Because
don't.
I'm great.
I don't think he gets advantage.
It's
on
not
that, but he does
advantage,
get-
but he might have a modifier.
You
He
just
gets
click
the,
the thing.
Oh my
very
god.
Just click
Oh
the-
my
click
God.
the word.
That was
that's
me. That was
that's
me.
Granny. That's Granny.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
I was
great.
just asking you.
That's not
Just
me.
click the word death saves under temporary hit points.
Yes, you can click the death save button, as
Okay.
I just demonstrated.
Yeah,
So in your case, you
well,
don't have
if
a modifier, so I don't know if Hiller's will
Oh
or not.
my god.
If he,
You might
he
get a
rolls a
Constitution
1,
modifier.
he's dead, right? Okay.
No,
think
because
it's
he's
straight up roll.
because you have to get 3 in you have to get 3.
Yeah, but he already rolled 1. I thought.
That was me.
No,
That was great.
no,
No, I'm
I
talking about
didn't.
last week. I thought.
No, he
Oh.
He
didn't.
didn't roll anything.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Good.
I rolled nothing.
Good.
Right, he hit the ground.
So
That's all.
so Hiller's mark off 1 success on Steve's death chart.
Whew. This is very stressful.
All right. So as all that's going on, you hear King Grawl shout out, "Snarl! Attack!" And then Zygmundo, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh God.
Okay, so that's good enough. So you're not surprised, but what you do see is an enormous wolf wearing a gnarly
Fucking hell.
collar made out of bones run out and attack you.
Because I'm outside.
And your AC is
13.
Where'd that come from?
so you will take 7 damage as
Cute.
the wolf lunges towards you, and you try to fend it off, but it bites down into your forearm and thrashes its head back and forth.
Well. wait, hold on. Hang on. Hang tight. I still have 2 of those mirrors.
Aha, you do. Yeah, so you lost 1 of them, right?
I lost 1 of them. Hold on. Let me
Okay,
mirror in.
can you repost what that
Yep.
does?
There you go.
Good call, Zig. Well done.
No, I actually had a note for myself to not fuck that up. for me.
Okay. So
Note to
you go
self,
ahead and roll
Do not
roll
fuck this up.
roll a d20, Andrew.
Fuck.
Yes. No, that's good enough. You only needed an 8.
Right.
And your dex monitor is 3. Okay, so that duplicate is destroyed. So as the wolf is shaking its head back and forth on your forearm, all of a sudden your forearm shatters like a mirror, and the wolf looks pretty fucking confused. But you kind of look at your arm and you see that you're fine, and you can see one more mirror shimmer next to you.
Right. So I also do believe I get to take a repose attack. Is that correct?
Okay. Is that part of this spell?
I thought it was part of the attack and miss cycle of being attacked.
I think that was a thing that Nick has, that Garad has, because of...
Yeah.
My bad could also be from another game. I seriously forgot.
Yeah, Nick has that as part of his fighter class, I believe.
I see.
And I think that requires him to spend a superiority die to utilize.
My bad. Continue.
Normal-
Just making sure I
normal
have
people
all
do not
the...
But so make sure to re-add your 7 hit points.
Yes, thank you.
Garad.
Assessing the situation, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get to the wolf.
Do you want to?
I know.
Do you want to
I can
submit,
feel
Garad?
things.
Do you want to kneel and give up?
I do. I'll go charge it. I'll charge at the lich thing, or I'll charge at the doppelganger. I'm gonna go charging. Yeah, I'm gonna go charging into him with my sword or with my shield. I want to what I want to try to do is pin him against the wall with my shield. Can I? Is that a possible attack? And then I want to slash him. And then I want to slash him.
So I would say that if you're trying to pin him, that's going to be more of a grappling like move. And so we could do grapple mechanics.
So he's already webbed, so I guess we don't need to do that right now. So I'll just run in and attack him with my sword.
Okay, and you will get advantage on that.
Okay.
So you're just moving 1 to the west?
1 to the west, yes I am.
All right. And you hit him. So he's almost like a pincushion right now, where he's getting hit from left, right, and up. And
it's like Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid when he's being attacked by skeletons.
Exactly. So you're able to go up and swing Talon, and he pulls his hand up, kind of dripping webs below it, and you actually kind of slice one of his fingers right off.
Is it Daniel Russo or Daniel LaRusso?
LaRusso.
Is it? I never knew.
I think it was LaRusso.
Yeah, it's LaRusso.
I think Nick.
Yeah,
Nick
Russo's not. Yeah. I know. I imagine that.
Garuder, if you're done, we're gonna move on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That's all I think I can do.
All right. So let's see what we got going on over
Confirmed.
here.
LaRusso.
That's some. Okay, Zig's turn now. No, it's the hobgoblin. I'm gonna grab a beer. I will be right back.
Please.
I'm not needed for the minute, right?
Hurry. For the love of God.
So
You've got time.
Yes, you have time.
Your next turn's in about half an hour. So.
Yeah, I've been just sitting here.
all right. So the hobgoblin looks shocked as it sees the druid transform into a spider and crawl up the wall into the ceiling above it. It takes its sword and jabs it up into one of the feet that dangle, kind of stabbing towards the hobgoblin after spitting the webbing over towards the doppelganger, and connects for 7 damage.
Ouch.
Wait, it hits what?
It hits the giant spider, so it hits.
That's okay. Those are all soak hit points anyway.
Let me just take this so everybody can see. Yes. All right. And that'll be it for the hobgoblin. Zigmundo.
All right, you guys hear me?
Yes.
No.
Sure can.
All right, I'm gonna run away like a bitch.
Don't forget to disengage.
You watch out for
I've been having a one whole second here. All right. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna use some firebolt action, but I'm gonna move. Oh shit! If I move, I get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack then move. How about that? Let's do that. So I'm gonna attack it with firebolt. This
All right.
wolfy creature here. Come on, Firebolt, don't fail me now. Set us for on fire. 9. That's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. All right, and so you are able to hit it. So you kind of well, and actually, so let's remember that you have disadvantage here
Because why?
because it's a ranged attack
Oh, shit.
within 5 feet. Luckily, it still hits, so you're able to throw your hand forward, pulling kind of the magical energies together into a shard of fire that you thrust into the wolf, and it snarls at you because its name is Snarl, and that'll be it.
Okay.
And you plan to move?
Oh, I plan to run away like a little bitch.
Okay.
He's getting an attack of opportunity, right?
I thought now that he's hurt, that is not attack of opportunity, or is that incorrect?
That
he's
is
just
incorrect.
mad now.
If you wanted to avoid the attack of opportunity, you would have to take the disengage action instead of the attack action.
Steve,
Yeah.
your mic is not muted. We can hear you typing like crazy. So
All right, I'm gonna do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna hang out tight right here.
All right.
Mute harder.
Who?
Steve, or talk to Steve.
Oh, yeah.
was
Doesn't
good
return.
time. Solid.
So the enormous bugbear with scars all over it, and the crude crown atop its head, has kind of rubs against the wound on its hand, reaches behind him, and pulls out an enormous morning star. It charges forward at the person who sent the dart his way.
Yeah.
And swings the giant impediment with spikes all over it down, crushing right into your shoulder for 12 damage.
Okay.
Recto. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
And
Perhaps we should leave the restrained targets restrained and kill the other targets. I'm just saying.
he'll then continue rotating around you, and that will provoke an attack of opportunity for Roland on King Grawl.
I know that's only the GM, so, but I don't know why it's set up that way, but it is.
I can see it, and unfortunately, you aren't able to connect with King Grawl as it steps out of your way, moving and dancing around Roland, and you can see that this is clearly a very experienced gladiator within this castle. So that will be it, and Recto, it will be your turn.
Okay. I'm going to melee attack the hobgoblin that's next to me, whatever this little bitch thing that was already damaged.
To the west.
Yep.
To the west, yeah.
That is
Question:
hobgoblin.
is my stone fist still activated?
It is.
All right, good. Thank God.
You got plenty of time on that.
Okay. So
I think it's for an hour, right?
I'm going to try to right cross him right through his face.
All right. You swing your stone fist at him, and he pulls up his sword and kind of knocks it right away. It does not connect.
Whoa. Okay.
Unarmed strike time?
Maybe. Stand by.
There's
Was not expecting that. That threw me for a loop here. Sorry, guys.
You're right.
You suck.
I do suck.
Happens to the best of us.
Mostly at life, but...
Yeah, hobgoblins are no joke, guys. You burned through them pretty quickly last time with some amazing rolls.
Right.
Fuck.
Why wouldn't you What is the debate behind not hitting an unarmed strike?
Because I'm seeing what my other bonus action options are.
Because they wanted to stay alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That'd be a good one.
That's the one That's my main focus at this point.
That'd be clutch right now.
Does not appear to be the case. Actually, that's not true. Fuck. I don't want to do this, but
Be right back.
as my bonus action, I'm going to take patient defense. I'm going to use my last key point for that, and it means it gives me the dodge as my for any attack. I guess until here, I'll post it. Sorry, I got it here.
Okay.
So then I guess we got to look up what dodge means, but that's what I'm doing.
Did you dodge
All
your
right.
enemy?
And that's my last
So-
key. That's my last key point.
Yep. Let's look up dodge real quick.
I think it's disadvantage on attacks, but I'm not sure if it's for every attack or. Focus time until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. If you can see the attacker and you make a dexterity saving with advantage, you lose this benefit if you're incapacitated. So yeah, any attack against me now has disadvantage until my turn.
Okay, but you do have to make well, assuming that you make a dex saving throw with advantage.
No. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see. Oh, you're right. Wait. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, you're right. So what this is
That's
all
if
of
I
it-
have to make a dex throw.
And additionally, if you ever have to make a dex saving throw for any reason, you'll roll
Right.
roll that with advantage.
Right.
All right. Good. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. Okay. Makes me a
Good
little
find.
tankier anyway. I'm probably still dead, but
All right. And let me look something up.
I wish it had a fucking Hemi in it. I'd run this bitch ass over.
Roland, what is your spell save DC?
Give me one quick second. 13.
Okay.
But the web, by the way, has a DC 12 strength check. That's how you break it.
Okay. That's interesting. When I looked up the web spell, it said something
You might be looking up the web spell for like wizards.
wizard.
stuff.
Yep, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Let me make sure I pull up the correct web spell here. All right, guys.
Because I'm just looking. If you just pull up the player card for
Oh, I
Giant
need the.
Spider Roll.
It's giant spider is what I. That's why it's.
I just posted it in chat.
Okay. I see. Okay. All right. So the doppelganger, you see it kind of struggling against the webs, and then you see its forearm kind of start to shift and change, and then its hand turns into not quite a blade, but almost just shy of a blade as its kind of fingers meld together, and it slices down and cuts straight through the webbing, and the webbing kind of falls
Oh
off
my
of it.
god, we're so dead.
Damn.
We're so
and it-
fucking dead.
It turns to Hansi as it kind of continues to struggle and against the effects of that poison, and it is going to attack Hansi. and it takes that same bladed hand and slices it up and hits Hansy for 8 damage.
Bye, Hansy.
Hansy drops to the ground, incapacitated.
That's
She's
sad.
probably dead.
No.
You'll be remembered, Hansy.
All right.
For all those great memories, like that time that you poked the spider and the time that you stabbed the guy with your tail.
All those great memories.
Roland.
I am going to. And you let me know if this does anything special for me. That's good. I'd like to try to climb over the top of this. Uses a hobgoblin. You said.
Okay, sure.
I want to pounce down on top of it and bite it.
All right. So here's what I would do there. I'll let you make an acrobatics check to succeed at doing that. If you succeed in the acrobatics check, then I'll give you advantage on your attack roll.
All right, acrobatics, dexterity. Okay, so it doesn't. I can just roll it myself because the spider itself has a dexterity +3, but so do I. So I'll just roll it myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You're able to. You do succeed, so you'll have advantage on your attack roll as you drop down from the ceiling and attempt to bite the hobgoblin. I'm just going to say that you're basically either staying
Boom.
exactly where you are or moving 1 square to the west.
Yeah, I mean wherever I kind of need to be to drop on his head.
Oh, look at that! And
I critted him.
you critted him. So the spider
Nobody
kind of
can see that, so just everybody, it's awesome.
Yeah. So the spider kind of clutters, creeps along the wall and then drops off and kind of in midair kind of rotates around, and its giant mandibles clasp around the neck of the hobgoblin and go crunch in, and the hobgoblin's head just pops off and flies about 4 feet in the air before dropping down.
One down, boys. One down.
Nice. Just got
And
black
so-
spidered.
Roland, I'll say you could either be here or here. It's up to you. Actually, I'll even give you here. So where do you want to be in these?
Let's go up. Let's go up. Yeah, right up there.
Here?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
All right, Granny.
Okay. Can you give us any indication of how beat up an enemy is?
Yeah, I'll give you some indication. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, just how messed up is this doppelganger after we all laid into him?
He's taken some damage. You can see blood kind of streaking down, but he still looks energized and angry and ready to engage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
He is not bloodied, which is
Thanks.
that is a fourth edition term. That means he has more
Yeah.
than half his health points.
I actually really like
Okay.
Bloodied from 4th edition. It's a good mechanic. Shoot.
If you
Because
hit someone
no
with a
one
flaming
has
sword, though, would they
advantage.
get bloodied? Wouldn't it like cauterize the wounds?
Bloody
I'm gonna
just
do it.
means you have less than half of your health.
Okay.
Granny sees that like Recto's getting messed up by Kragmaw, and this doppelganger is like just taking out Hansy. So she figures she has no choice, and kneels down next to Steve, puts a hand on his chest, and says, "Steve, we need you, buddy. We need you real bad." And she's going to use her last point of lay on hands to heal him 1 hit point.
1 hit point. All right. He's back in the action.
Just to bring him back. We need another person on our side.
Especially because it's his turn next and he can lay out some damage.
You know it is.
Granny, are you doing anything else?
Or,
That is so
or flee like a bitch. One or the other. I mean, there's that too.
All right. So,
Blocked
thanks
in
to
by
the
giant
generosity
spider.
of Granny, Hillers can unmute his mic. It is now Steve's turn.
You're back.
So
Granny?
Steve, you wake up and you see yourself surrounded by a giant spider, Granny, Garad. You see the doppelganger
With a bladed hand.
pulling his bladed hand out of the corpse of Hansy.
Fuck!
We need you, buddy.
Fuck!
How do you want to do this?
Steve hates that thing just killed Hansy and also him. And so, see.
And so, hey, just real quick, a point of clarification. So, as we've mentioned a couple times, you were never dead. You were unconscious. But I will say from now on, when Hansy hits 0 hit points, he is dead and has to be resummoned.
Yeah, he's dead.
I think that's legit.
No, that's fair. I mean, like he can be brought back, but like he's
Right.
poof. He's a demon.
It's just money.
It's 10 gold, which I am definitely going to embezzle from the rest of you to bring him back. But for now, shit. Let's see. Can I do anything? No, my spell slots are gone. I use them. All right, I guess Eldritch Bolt then.
Yes.
Against-
Well, let's do.
Against the Doppelganger.
All right.
Because of his various crimes against me. Let's dagger. There it is.
So why did you roll 2 times?
I just clicked
Because
it
he has
once.
disadvantage.
Right, but he does have disadvantage, but
I shouldn't.
okay. So we'll use the first one, the first Eldritch Blast, which does not hit. So the Eldritch Blast kind of flies out of your hand, but the Doppelganger is able to, it looks like it's going to go straight into its torso, and you see it almost like morph around and kind of become concave in a really unnatural way as the bolt flies through it.
It doesn't really matter. Your first roll was a 13, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I have advantage because he's webbed.
So if let's say that did happen. Let's say, well, so first of all, you have disadvantage because
say no.
no, I want to make sure that everybody understands. You have disadvantage because you're in melee range using a ranged spell, right?
Oh.
If you had also advantage because he was webbed still, which he's not, then basically if you have, it's regular, and it doesn't matter if you have 2 points of advantage and 3 points of disadvantage. It's like if there's any mixture of that equals normal.
Offsetting penalties.
They don't stack.
They don't stack, and just any of them offset. So you could have 10 things giving you advantage and 1 thing giving you disadvantage, and it would be a normal attack. All right. So, Steve, are you done?
Apparently.
Do you stand up?
All right. So the wolf.
Yeah, I do stand up.
Okay. Yep. Okay, you're standing up.
With my.
We'll say that you stood up before. I'll give you that one.
The real Steve Dark Magic did in fact stand up.
So Snarl kind of starts to circle around Zygmundo.
Oh shit!
And then leaps again, and
You'll be okay, Zig.
in this case, he misses. As Zygmundo uses his staff to kind of shove the wolf creature out of the way.
Poke it.
Poke it? Should I? I can't ask, so I'm gonna have to weigh my option here. Give me 1 second to review a stat.
Okay.
I think I'm going to
Pook it? Does that say pook
I'm
it?
gonna hit Shocking Grasp.
Is that a reaction?
Oh no! I thought it was my turn already because I
It is
followed right
not.
after him.
It is not.
Oh, the order changed. My bad. I'm not gonna do shit.
I don't think it changed, but
No.
The wolf was several spots above me, or like almost right above me. I'm sorry, with other demons. Never mind. We're good.
yeah, it's one. You just
you're
have
coming
Garrod
up.
in the way.
Yeah, you're coming up.
All right, Garrod, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to once again bring my talon into slice at this doppelganger with his bladed hand and see what happens.
All right.
I unfortunately don't have anything cool left to do. I can just basically hack and slash right now. And I missed.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
sure.
so the doppelganger kind of looks at you as its body transforms back into a more solid state. You bring Talon down, and it's able to dodge right out of the way. And you kind of slam it against the stone floor and pull it back.
Okay.
Are
Done,
you?
done, done.
That's
I'm
you?
done.
All right. Now it is your turn, Zygmundo.
All right, cool.
You can hear
Shock
in the
grasp.
distance the doppelganger laughing at the attacks from
Futile
Rod and
attempts.
Steve. You know, "Ha, ha, ha, ha."
It's terrible and frightening. Yeah. So
Spooky scary.
I'm gonna use shock and grasp. Okay. You okay there?
No, werewolf bar mitzvah.
Yes.
It's scary. Boys becoming men becoming wolves.
All right.
Okay.
Shocking grasp.
Shock and grasp for the fucking third time. I'm gonna hit it now.
All right.
Behold. Shit.
I might do it.
It does hit.
Oh. Oh, I see.
So you reach forward and grab the wolf by the scruff of its neck, and magical lightning energy courses down your hands, and it
Tickles
kind of
his
like.
nose.
Have you ever remember the last time you shuffled your feet on the carpet and then touched the doorknob? And it was just like that.
Doom
kinda
spark.
That's what you feel, and
The doom
the
That's
wolf
the
feels
doom
it
spark.
too.
your feet on the carpet.
Well,
Hey, man.
it's been good working with you guys.
Okay.
Well, my turn's over.
All right. So
You're the worst.
I am the worst.
Hey, man. At least he hit.
He did.
So King-
he did.
So King Grawl turns and looks at the spider that just, ripped the head off of the hobgoblin under its command. It brings its morning star back up over its head and swings it down upon the spider,
Uh-oh.
14 AC.
and does not hit. And so this kind of comes right down in between the two of the spider's legs, and
Can I look
smashes
disappointed at
leaves
him?
a big imprint on the stone floor.
Can I look disappointed at him with all 8 of my eyes?
And he kind of moves around a little bit over here. All right, Recto.
All right. I'm going to use my action to disengage from King Groll.
Okay.
And I'm going to move down to this door, like south of here.
Okay.
Or
I
is
think
he
the door is
turned around?
currently closed, but you can open it if you need to.
I don't feel like there's anything on the other side of it, so I'm going to open it.
Yep.
And then eventually I want to end up over here.
Okay, can you get all the way there from
I can.
your movement?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are over here. Recto out.
Yeah, good
My
job.
wife just brought me a beer.
Nice.
Recto's like, see you guys back in town.
Fight. Yeah, I could fight, but I'm piecing out. My guys.
I'm going to use my unarmed attack to try to kick this fire brazier into the dude.
Nice.
Nice.
Legit. Use of the environment.
Dude, fire. Come on. This is not going to end well.
That's what we do.
Sorry, I just lit everybody on fire. I apologize for that one.
No, just your foot.
Or just your foot.
If I lit my foot on fire, I'm dead. So
Troy's like,
Okay.
what can I do with this?
So,
Hey guys.
you are able to connect with
Hey,
the fire thing. Whose
Brazier.
name I cannot pronounce. And it doesn't exactly get knocked
such
over.
a good idea.
As your foot connects with it, you remember that this is actually a gigantic stone pillar, not kind of an iron thing just sitting there. But it did have quite a tremendous crack on it. And
That's what I remembered
crack,
was the crack.
that crack deepens, and the fire does like the bowl at the top of it kind of tilts over, and some of the coals and fire do tumble out to the south. So
God, here we go.
Okay.
It's a stone castle, guys. Come on.
Well, that was my epic turn. Done. That was really gonna. In my head, that went
that
a
was
lot.
gonna go so great.
That went way differently. I'm just gonna say.
You had better to pick up some coals and throw it at somebody.
Well, my turn's done. That would require an extra bonus action. I think that's the old coal throwing bonus action. I don't have that one yet. So
Gonna take that with you.
Level 4.
level 4.
all right, so the doppelganger looks at Garad, glances at the sword, talon in Garad's hands,
Ooh.
and chuckles and says, "Ha! I have one of those too." And you see his arm transform into an arm that has the same shape and color as Garad's arm, and then you see the knife blade at the edge kind of extend out into a blade that looks exactly like Talon as he
It's a
swings.
T2000.
There can be only one.
Hillers, have you had the right amount of alcohol today?
No,
Dude, he's so drunk. You don't even know.
I have been
All right, what's he got?
very
What's he
good.
got, DM?
You
have.
have, Hillary. You have.
You've been great. Good job, buddy.
He hits you for 10 damage as
Give him a 19 armor class?
as the fake Talon comes down, slices into your shoulder. He swings it back.
Fallon. It's
swings
a Jimmy
it back at
Fallon.
you again, and you're able to bring the true Talon forward and block the second blow.
That's fucking awesome. I can't be accountable if Nick wants to say awesome things. Okay? That's not on me.
All right, so yep. All right, you've updated. Good.
Spider time.
So, a question on this for the
Yep.
web. It says recharge 5-6. What does that mean? Is that turns? And if it's turns, why is it 5 or 6?
So
Is that like 4th edition with the dice roll to recharge?
it is.
We're 5e
exactly.
though, right?
Nice.
Yes, we are 5e. And let me just bring this up.
Use your nerd knowledge to make this.
So the
okay
notation
for us.
rate recharge X-Y means a monster you can use a special ability once, and that ability then has a random chance of recharging during each subsequent round of combat. At the start of each of the monster's turn, roll a d6.
Gotcha.
If the roll's one of those numbers, it's you have it back.
It is not. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool mechanic.
That
Okay,
is
I was
cool.
wondering, like,
Oh.
can I just go around and just web everything? And that's not the case. Okay, that's cool.
Troy,
I like that.
will you let him retroactively roll for last turn, which he missed?
Yes. We're all working this.
Well, no.
together.
Was the guy still in the wrap last turn?
It doesn't matter because it's
It doesn't matter.
it reached
And
it's,
that
it's
doesn't
whether
matter either.
Well,
Okay.
it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's worth a try. Thanks,
it
Troy.
doesn't matter whether the effect is still ongoing. It's he spent it. Can he recast it?
Gotcha. Okay.
And yes.
So basically, I have to roll a d6 at the beginning of each turn. If it comes up a 5 or a 6, it recharges.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm going to attack.
And
Grawl,
just a
and
reminder, Roland, you do have the inspiration point for the evening.
Yes,
Do it.
that gives me.
Would it come in
Advantage
handy
on
when I
your
kick
roll.
that fucking pit of fire? I'm just saying.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna die again. So don't. Maybe.
I just want to
And it
say,
is-
you guys are the fucking worst at using these inspiration points. I just want to say that right now. We just never
It
use
is-
these damn
it is-
things.
It is transferable.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's rolled anything that. I mean,
I used mine.
yeah.
I've
Thank you,
never.
Nick.
I've
You're the worst.
never.
The worst.
I'm not
And
saying
one.
you should.
I know.
I'm not suggesting you use it on your web recharge.
Oh no! Wait, I did.
No,
I
no,
used it
no,
to
I'm
melt
fine.
a goblin, and it was great.
I think you
Wow.
guys got him. I'd rather keep Grawl away from you guys. I'm gonna bite Grawl. And I gotta remember too, I have Savage Attacker, so I can re-roll this again if need be. I
Okay.
guess,
Nice.
Ooh!
but I don't need to.
Come prepared, everyone.
Wow. All right. So let me just read this. Yep. DC 11. Constitution. He does save. All right, so he's going to take. All right.
I know you know what that means, Granny. I know you have the nerd knowledge to know what it really means.
All right, so you kind of watch as he kind of moves and strafes around you, and you lunge back forward and bite into one of his thighs, and you can feel as you kind of start to pump some of your venom into him, but he is able to kind of push you off and kind of shake off some of the effect. Although you can see that he's definitely drained a little bit of the vigor that he had just a moment ago.
That's in the thigh. That's a femoral artery, Troy. I mean,
Could be.
That was, by the way, guys.
That's a life-giving.
That was
thing,
an 18 with damage of 11. So just so you
I
guys
mean,
know, since my
nice-
rolls for some reason are going right to GM, I don't know why that is on this.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep. So that was an 18 with a damage of 11, plus he took half damage on the 9 points of poison.
Some good damage.
The thigh is essentially the jugular. I mean, it's a very damaging.
It is the jugular of the groin.
It's the jugular of the dick.
All right, assuming Roland's done,
the
we're
leg.
moving on to Granny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Granny sees Recto run over and like kick this brazier, and it gives her an idea. So she's gonna shift down to here.
Yep.
And she's gonna cut this guy.
Okay.
I have an idea. I'm gonna kill this guy.
Okay, so it's she stabs him in the calf.
Nice.
The jugular of the dick.
And she yells out to Garad. So with the rest of her movement, she'll crouch down behind the guy and say, "Garad, push him into the fire."
All right.
And that's her turn.
Throw it into the fire! No.
All right. And so you, just to be clear, you did connect.
Fucking Frodo.
Yes.
Steve.
Wait. Was that some Hobbit racism right there?
In there. And
Isn't
that was
very
just
drunk.
One of those quick fake out and go back in. So right now, this secondary is going to be tested, and that interception was absolutely
why do I
huge.
try?
They needed to
You
get
people.
out of here at halftime, down 10.
I'm
it
gonna hit
certainly doesn't look that
the doppelganger with another blast if I can.
Okay.
You might hit this time.
Maybe. God knows. Where did I put that? Not that. Not there. Where did I have all my attack spells? There they are.
No. So.
God damn it!
You tried.
So your Eldritch
I hate
Blast
everything.
kind of flies out of your hands, but your kind of your vision's a little blurry as you stumble around, and the Eldritch Blast flies out of your hand at the wrong angle and goes right past Doppelganger, not even hitting him, but it does hit Hansy's corpse and blows one of his feet off.
Oh, Hansy! Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, jeez. That's just that's bad. I'm sorry, guy.
All right, Steve, are you done?
Apparently.
He's a bit woozy from getting knocked out.
Yeah,
He's lost a lot
I'm
of
pretty
blood.
sure we're all done. I'm just saying.
We're all gonna die here.
All right, so the wolf continues to circle around Zygmundo,
Oh shit!
once again lunging at him
Oh
because
god!
basically wolves can't do much else.
She roll. I can't look.
Do you have any mirror images left?
I do.
And once again, Zygmundo's able to kind of pull his staff up just in time
Oh.
and smack the wolf's head away as the wolf kind of then falls almost to the ground, but is able to regain his foothold and continue circling around Zygmundo.
This is like the Rickon
that's
Stark,
tough.
is what this is, this wolf. This is like the Rickon of the Starks.
All right, Garad.
All right. Hearing Granny say, to push him, I get that that Hulk smile on my face. I'm like, and I'm gonna take my shield. I'm just gonna bash it into him, kind of trying to push him over Granny, so he trips over her and into the fire.
All right, so let's do the grapple mechanics.
Ugh.
I think it'd be the shove mechanic, wouldn't it?
Ugh.
You're right. It would be the shove mechanic. So let's look up what that
do
is.
it again,
It's
for
basically
sure.
it's a strength contest, I think.
I mean, that was an attack roll that I made.
Yeah, you did it wrong. Do it
Yeah,
again.
just ignore that.
Yep.
So I think that you have to grapple before you can shove.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Shoving is not grappling. We know this from real life.
Yeah, I shove people all the time. I don't grapple shit.
Yeah, I push people. I'm not trying to grab them. They're
Shoving
awful.
a creature.
Grappling's kind of weird.
All right,
That'd be
using the
awkward.
attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature. Okay. Okay, make a strength check, Nick.
Oh, that I can do.
There you go.
That's
It's your
about-
wheelhouse. Yeah.
Oh!
Finally, something goes.
Oh boy.
Garage smash.
So
Can we assume the corpse puts out the fire as it burns?
That'd be
That's not gonna hurt
fantastic.
myself.
It just absorbs all of it.
Yeah, I mean,
you take your shield as you grin kind of largely and shove it forward and connect solidly with the chest of the doppelganger. But instead of flying back, what you see is the doppelganger's form kind of morph on top of the shield and kind of accept the shield into him before he ejects it and pushes it right back towards you.
Like my first prom date.
He's the T-1000.
That's good.
your first prom date ejected the sword right back at you.
I mean,
Layla.
It was a really good idea.
so he kind of chuckles again, but this time you can see that he's a little bit more worried. But he goes, nice try.
It
So,
wasn't
how
much
many
fun.
hit points does worry get us? Does that take away a few, or
0.
does the stress
Nick.
level make him a little more edgy?
I thought that was gonna be
How
awesome.
much emotional damage did he take?
I mean, I rolled. It was a 20. What else can you really do?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I can only
an
assume it was
idea
an
here.
appraise roll, and he rolled well.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 20.
You did what you could.
He rolled a natural 20 and has a +4 modifier.
Oh,
Shit. Fuck all.
That's
I'm done.
unfortunate.
nah,
We're all
it's
gonna
just bad
die.
luck.
Yep, nope,
Zig-
we're all gonna die. I mean,
Zygmundo.
Thank you. God.
Over to the B storyline.
Before we started. All right, here we go.
Okay.
That's okay.
So you reach forward to try to shock the wolf again, but the wolf kind of recognizes what happened last time and it just like pretty early on in your life not to shuffle your feet against the carpet floor. It doesn't want that to happen again because it stung somewhat bad last time. So it snaps at your fingers, but you're able to pull your hand back just in time.
Hey,
But
who has the MVP this time?
Roland.
I do.
Okay.
All right, so Zygmundo, if that's it, then we're going to move on to King Grawl.
So nobody wants to give me that inspiration point?
No! You fight that dog on your own.
I got you. I mean, it was a 4. I don't think it's going to do.
No,
I'm done.
you do your own
I'm
thing.
done.
You punch
Yeah.
a dog on your own
Wolf
time.
So-
really has 12 hit points, so
I got you here, man. I got you.
For clarification, what does the inspiration point do for
Gives
attack
advantage.
rolls?
It gives you advantage on any roll. It can be used
On a roll.
after the roll.
So in that
So-
case, if I gave that to him, he basically would have just gotten the 17 instead of the 11,
Exactly.
And still 4 damage.
and still 4 damage.
That's right.
There's no modifier on that damage? That sucks.
Nope.
Damn.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, okay.
What
Fair
do you
enough.
What do you want?
It's
Yeah.
a thing that happens or doesn't happen, man. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So
That is the most inept fight I've ever seen going on up there between him and
we're
that
all
wolf.
gonna die here. We're doing so
No,
bad.
No, I'm talking about Zygmundo and that wolf. They just keep like trying to hit each other and they do nothing to each other.
Yeah, it's flat fight.
All right, so the bugbear.
Actual Andrew versus a pug dog.
It's like from Step Brothers.
So King Grawl kind of reaches up, adjusts his crown, grabs onto both the Morningstar with both of his hands, and charges forward at the giant spider, trying to knock it to the ground.
Oh,
go
shit.
ahead, Roland. Go ahead and make a strength check.
How does he charge forward at a spider that's on the ceiling?
It's not on the ceiling anymore.
Oh,
He dropped down when he killed the hobgoblin.
gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah. So it surprises you and connects with tremendous force. And you
I
feel
got a question before.
Yes.
Sorry, before the strength of a I keep my own stats in this because the spider
do.
strength is +2.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because I'm pretty sure you keep the stat. Well, no. You use the strength of the spider. You use the strength of the creature, and except for I think intelligence and charisma or something like that. But definitely for strength, you use the strength of the creature that you have.
So
Physical stats of the creature, yeah.
Which for the giant spider will be
He's a
+2. And what did?
Oh well.
So it's an 11.
I'll take that one I just sent you, but
Yeah. So you rolled a 9, is what you rolled.
Yeah, so it's an 11.
So it's an 11. And let me just double check what.
I'll laugh if that was enough.
Oh god.
That was not.
Oh well.
So you can feel kind of your 8 somewhat thin legs lose their grip on the floor as they kind of spread out from underneath of you from the shock of the
It's
impact.
gonna squish you like a bug.
And you collapse on the ground. So
Oh no. Oh, not prone.
It's just prone. And
it's not so bad.
And you see the bugbear, you see King Grawl start to circle back around you.
That's
yeah.
Happens.
All right. Recto.
Fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
That really,
Fix it, fix it, fix it!
It's all on you, Roll. You got this.
It really ran me out of ideas right there, the fact that he moved
Fix
like
it, fix
that.
it, fix it!
Is there no attack of advantage or anything? I guess he stayed in melee the whole
He
time?
just went around me.
Yeah.
On King Grawl, or?
Yeah.
For you?
No, for the spider. He didn't ever leave his range.
He never left his range.
Okay. So I would like to try to get to here. Wait, hang on. Yeah. So there, do I run into fire if I go that way?
I'll say no.
All right. And then it's another, 25 there, so that's 35.
Yep.
And then 10 to there.
Fix it.
Do I take an attack of opportunity if I do that?
Yeah.
Fix it.
Okay, then.
Because you have to go through this space.
Yeah, through the one right on the owlbear there. Yeah.
Because there is no actual diagonal movement, just to remind everybody. So we're kind of allowing diagonal movement from a calculation standpoint, just to make things easier.
Okay.
But when it comes to attacks of opportunity and things like that, that's not a thing.
You basically move through all the squares for.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And what are these up here?
Like that is an arrow slit.
Walls.
No,
It's
that's not
rocks.
enough. People can't fit through that, right?
Correct.
What about
Throw
monks?
us out the window.
What about monks? Tiny monks.
I mean,
Are small.
so they are not large.
The answer. It's okay. The answer
The
is
answer is
no.
no. Just
It's okay. It's
The
okay.
answer is if you roll a natural 20, it may be possible. Yeah. But
attack the
they
doppelganger.
are 8 inches wide and 4 feet high.
Hey,
You have to attack the doppelganger. Just power fist it.
I could blast that shit open.
I'll say that maybe Granny could fit through with a nice roll, and then the rest of you could not fit through.
All right.
You spend so much time not trying to fight. Just power fist it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Garage. I really don't.
Why are you always trying to fist everything, Nick?
Wow.
I'm gonna move to here.
To where?
We're all
Say.
gonna- We're all
Sorry.
gonna die.
To right
Just
by the
pick
door
Okay.
here.
corner.
Yep. Okay.
Actually, if I can, I'd actually like to move to I want to move through the door, but it doesn't let me. I want to move to here. Can I attack the doppelganger without an attack or without any disadvantage there?
With a ranged attack.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
because there's that gravel or whatever in the way. I didn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I'm not going to attack him anyway, but I'm just saying. I'm going to attack the bugbear.
All right.
nice.
All right. Does this do anything special besides that?
Nope, that's
damage?
about it. I rolled
It
a.
hurls things.
Yep, I rolled
All right.
a 2 for damage, so yay.
So you kind of push your key out through your forearms into your hands, and then they blast out as a bright light that shines out as it flies forward and hits King Grawl right in the back.
Can you remind us what's in these barrels? Like, do we know? Can we tell?
It's just
Nothing.
It was
Those are really old barrels. They're not recent. They're dry. They are likely flammable, but they're not they're not filled with
Oil.
really anything.
They're not holding the world's oil
They're just
supply.
wood. It's just some crappy old wood.
The now conscious Steve implores the party not to set everything on fire.
We've already got a fire going, so. All right, I'm done. My turn's done.
No, we'll mix it a bit.
I'll talk to you guys in about 20 minutes.
Oh god.
All right.
Only if we are unmuted.
All right. So the doppelganger. Mm-hmm.
Grad's been generating a lot of threat, right?
He has been generating a fair amount. Although Granny, he is still feeling the impact of that cut, that deep wound in his calf.
Heyo.
But in this case, all right. So the doppelganger brings back its fake talon and shoves it forward, kind of going right past the guard of the real talon, right into Garad's stomach. For 8
Oh, no.
damage,
Jesus Christ!
dropping Garad to 0.
I'm going to use my
not
second.
-2.
I know.
Okay.
But I'm actually at 1 because I'm going to use second wind,
Okay.
which prevents me from dying. Which prevents me from going to
Nice.
0.
And how often can you use that?
That is,
You
I have
used
to
it
do a
last
short
time.
rest. Did I?
You did. Sorry, teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Go
Last
to the
session?
recording. You use second wind to attack a second time.
Okay, that's really cool because
So
but second wind's not that what it is. Actually, action surge is what
Yeah.
allows me to attack again.
It's a
Second wind-
different thing, yeah.
On your turn,
Alright.
you can use a bonus action. You have limited stamina. You can draw to protect yourself from harm on your turn. You can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your level. Once you use this feature, you must finish.
I'm with you.
Actually, hang on.
I think you should get all your. hit
Isn't
points.
that a half orc trait?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's relentless endurance. When you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Yeah.
You can use this feature again until you finish a long rest.
Boom.
And then I
don't
can use Then I can use my stamina second wind the next turn to regain a hit die.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so you're definitely still alive under any circumstances.
Damn. Good
All
tank.
That is hard. Well done.
So it sticks it into Garad's gut, and then it sees Garad kind of grasp the blade and pull it out.
I can do that too.
Some of the you can see like some of the wounds start to almost stitch itself together as his half orc blood starts to coagulate more quickly than a human's.
Well
He
done.
pulls.
I can do that too.
I too can
you
reject
see
your
you see his
unsheathed-
offhand kind of transform into almost like a rock as it kind of he makes a fist and the fist kind of grows a little bit larger and he swings that down at Steve. And
What?
Steve is somehow able to barely almost stumble out of the way, drunken master style, by accident.
Yes.
That is how I do most of my dodging.
All right, Roland.
Oh,
God's sake.
Recto,
You are
kinda
prone.
you fucked up my plan from where
You
you
got
moved.
a prone bone.
From where I moved, I'm the way the
Yeah.
fuck down south.
I know I was gonna gust him away, but now you're in the gust zone.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Just gust him.
This is
No,
your
don't
fault,
gust him.
Recto.
Don't gust him.
That's just disgusting.
here's a question for you. If I transform back, I'm still prone.
Yes.
Let me roll for my web wrap real quick, so I get that recharged.
Yes.
And it's a full action to stand up.
No, it's half of
No,
your movement.
it's
Half your movement. Okay, I'm standing up.
All right.
Or scuttering up in your case.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
Creepily. Ugh.
Who's next up?
Fucking spider.
If somebody is web wrapped, can if I web wrap, say the wolf, can Zigmundo disengage from him if he is wrapped?
Not for free,
Okay.
but he can always disengage with them.
Yeah. But I don't know if he could for free.
No.
God, guys, we need some heals. I'm gonna transform back, and I gotta start healing some people up here.
Web.
Yeah, it's a web or a heal.
Do
It's
something.
your call, man. We can't talk to you about
Choose.
Yeah, let's let Roland play it out.
Yeah, I'll Who's next up? Let me see who's. I'll go ahead and web wrap King Grawl.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
It's not a roll, is it?
He has to roll a hit, doesn't he?
So I would think so, but let me double check.
No, I don't think that's how that
It
works.
is, yes, it's a ranged weapon attack with a +5 to hit.
Okay.
In this case, King Grawl is able to kind of dodge out of the way at the last minute as the webbing flies past him towards Recto, but Recto is able to duck down, and the webbing flies further out the
What the fuck, man?
the south of the building.
What the fuck, man?
God, the inspiration's not gonna help.
I'm walking here.
It was a good idea.
It was an 8 and a 13 roll, so inspiration's not gonna help me. So, all right, well, I better stay in this form because if we get attacked, it's more hit points. So, that's it.
All right, Granny.
Okay. Granny's mad. She saw Greg get
halfling in rage.
Yeah, she uses her rage because I took a class of barbarian. No, she's going to use her Vow of Enmity, which is her channel divinity thing.
Nice.
On the doppelganger, so she gets advantage, and she's going to stab him.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, your
You need
Packers
that
are
advantage.
getting fucking destroyed. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah.
there.
Shut up!
All right. So Granny kind of
Fucking killing me, Aaron Rodgers.
mutters her curse against the doppelganger using the kind of language of her deity, and shoves the rapier right into the ribs at the back of the doppelganger, and you can see kind of this blue liquid ooze out of the wound as the doppelganger kind of almost drops to a knee. We're barely struggling to get back up. You can tell that he's pretty seriously hurt.
All right.
And that'll be
Good
my
job,
turn.
Granny.
All right. Steve.
Once again, I'm gonna try to bolt the doppelganger,
All right.
and I want to curse its name, and have it know that I will hunt down its offspring if I actually manage to hit this.
Not a
All
bad
right.
roll.
And you do hit it.
How do you want to do this,
Yes.
Steve?
17 hits.
I want
It's
to.
not a 17, so it
19.
was.
I don't
So I don't
roll
know why his
twice.
thing is sending it twice. So
Oh,
I'm
I'm
only
sorry.
doing the
I'm
first roll.
I'm just clicking it once. Yeah. So
He
take
does
the
have-
first one.
He does have disadvantage on it, but it still connects. And yeah, go ahead. How do you want to do it?
Oh yeah! Fuck you, Black Spider.
I'd like to walk up next to him and grab his face with both my hands, and with the right hand point my finger into one eyeball and tell him, I know what you've done, and I can't wait for you to burn in hell.
You broke my
And
heart.
then just shoot it right into his
I want
face
you to know.
and watch his innards explode onto everybody and just kind of really enjoy it with a, like, yeah, I'm very tired and busted, but I'm just super satisfied
All
by
right.
this particular death.
So as he's kind of almost easily parrying the blows from Garad with his body sword, Steve walks up, mutters some nonsense, and is pointing his
It's
finger
not nonsense, Troy.
at the doppelganger, and
Just
the
doesn't.
doppelganger starts to laugh at Steve, who he's easily defeated. And then Steve starts to channel his eldritch energy through the finger out towards the doppelganger's face. The doppelganger once again starts to morph its head, in this case, into more of a concave pattern to kind of accept the blow from the eldritch energy, and he's chuckling. And then all of a sudden he stops chuckling and starts to scream as his body can no longer put up with the morphing energy to accept that blow. And a second later, the back of his head just erupts with blue liquid and mass and nastiness that flies back. Some of it spatters over Granny, some of it flies into that fire, all along the back floor over here, and it collapses to the ground dead.
Steve Dark Magic take no shit whatsoever. He's tired of
Nice
that
work.
nonsense.
Nice
All
work,
right,
Steve.
Steve, are you done?
Apparently. I mean, it's like, am I not bloody enough? I don't think I can do.
Well, we
else.
still have to kill a giant fucking bugbear and a wolf. So
Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
give me a minute. All right.
All right.
Give me.
So
Jeez.
that wolf continues to snarl and yap at the wizard's feet and arms, and he lunges once again forward. And go ahead and roll a d20, Sigmundo.
A D20, you say? Okay. There you go.
All right. And the wolf grasps on to the neck of the wizard, and then once again, the image of the neck that it's grasped onto shatters into kind of mirror particles that dissipate into the air. The last of Zygmundo's mirror images has been broken.
That's a good spell you cast, by the
that
way.
spell saved your
That's paid
ass
off.
so many
I mean,
times.
honestly,
Very lucky.
it's
Seriously.
like, don't kill Zygmundo for about 5 times.
The wolf.
That's like the Contra code, dude.
It
The
really
wolf drops to the ground
Left, right,
growls
left,
again.
right, up, down, up, down.
and howls. Ooh! And then you hear King Grawl yell at him, "Snarl!" Garad's turn.
All right. Well, he's a snarl. All right, so I'm going to turn. So I'm going to focus. I'm going to say with the doppelganger dead. I'm going to turn my attention to King Grawl now, and turn around and just like with like a wild haymaker, just like come at it with all my force with Talon.
What do you got? Yeah.
What do I got? A 1.
Whatever you
So
have.
I got a 1.
Well, what? Oh God, you're the worst.
Yep, I am.
I'd love to be able to give this inspiration point, but all
So-
the
But that doesn't do anything.
advantage
Right,
rolls
it
It
doesn't
wouldn't
help.
help.
And then I'll use my bonus action
Yes.
when I miss to heal myself for 9 points.
Okay.
Oh.
And then I'm going to use that
dang.
as my second wind. So I can't use
Nice.
that until I take a long
Well
rest.
done.
And get there.
So Garad kind of swings around, refocusing his attention from the Doppelganger King Grawl, pulls Talon forward, swings it down at the king, knocks the crown off of the head of King Grawl, whose
good enough.
attention was off in the distance at Snarl, and he turns around, looks Garad in the face, and roars at him. Rah! He's super pissed. Zygmundo.
Oh my god.
Fix it.
I haven't hit a single attack.
You've taken a lot of damage though.
You're good
Like
at.
you're a good tank.
Yeah, you're good at eating punishment.
All right. One more time. I decided to attack the wolf with shocking grasp.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh god, please.
Oh God.
Can't believe it.
You had a better second roll, man.
Hey, can we give him the title of Dances with Wolves? Garad the title of Fabric Slayer?
So you reach forward, grab the wolf or try to grab the wolf by the scruff of the neck. Only get a handful of collar. You send your electrical energy down into it, but then you look and you see that the collar is broken free, and you see the electrical energy arcing back and forth along the length of the collar, but it did not affect the wolf.
I choose to spit at the wolf. Will this do more damage?
No. All right. So King Grawl looks at Garad, looks at the spider.
It says, fuck this.
Disengages from both of them and heads here.
Why?
The disengage action, do you have to make a roll for that, or is that just your action to do?
Just your action.
Good to know.
Yep. All right. That'll be it for King Grawl's turn. Recto.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Save my ass.
So yeah, Zygmundo.
And the rest of him while you're at it.
Sorry, the movement really changed things.
You can go wherever you want. You can go like 1,000,000 feet.
So I'm gonna go stand on top of these barrels right here. Actually, no, I got my stone fist activated, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go right to the west of Zygmundo.
Yep.
And I'm gonna punch that wolf in the fucking teeth.
All right. Let's see it.
Let's see you try.
Come to me,
right.
Gamor.
Oh wait, my bad. I clicked it twice. The
Yeah,
first
we'll
one
use
was
the first
better.
one.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah. So like I said, as I run up there, I'm gonna kind of just step back and just jab straight through the teeth, like right into his mouth.
All right. Your stone fist goes like halfway through the wolf. Like you're deep in like wolf intestines right now. And you pull it out, and kind of all this guts just pour out of the mouth of the wolf as it collapses to the ground, dead. And you can hear King Grawl roar in outrage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Killed his dog.
And then,
This is John Wick situation now.
wait, where was I? I forget how much I've moved.
You moved about 35.
Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna
You
jump.
got 10 more feet.
I'm gonna kind of jump off Zygmundo and do like a crescent kick, like spinning crescent kick down onto King Grawl's face.
Shadowless
Alright.
kick.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick him right in the goddamn eye and say, "Yeah, I'm following you. Where are you going?"
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
All right.
shadowless kick.
So as King Grawl roars in outrage, mourning his beloved wolf Snarl, you kind of do like a frog hop over the shoulders of Zigmundo, bring your leg around, kick him right in the eye, and you can see you can see kind of blood just coming out of his mouth and he turns to look at you, and you can see his eye has almost immediately swollen up, and he can no longer see out of it.
Where
Cool.
is Recto?
And so,
Okay.
if I could, I'd like to end up.
Here or here.
I want to end up just north of Ziggy.
I'm gonna say you have to be kind of
Okay, then north. I'll go north instead of south.
okay.
Try to-
damn it, you're always in
try
the
to
way, man.
Slow him
Fucking
down.
A.
In the way of what?
Alright.
God damn it! I was gonna go right there, and I was gonna gust him back and just
Don't gust him. Fucking kill him. Don't gust him.
God damn
Fuck
it.
that guy.
Little breeze.
Rolling.
All right. Well, I have web backed up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna transform back into human.
Hey,
So,
you were weird that way anyway.
Okay.
I'll go back to
Alright.
human shape. I would like to. Am I there or am I down? Well, it doesn't matter really.
You can be in any of
Flaming
these
sword.
where you want to be.
Just go right here, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna move up to him. What I'd like to do is I'd like to reach down and pick up his crown and put it on.
Done. Done.
I'd like to move right up over here, and then I'd like to swing my.
doing the accounting here.
I'd like to just like almost whip my arm down and have the flame blade show up out of my hand and
Okay.
swing at him.
All right. Let's see it.
If you kill him, that's so badass.
Oh my
God,
god.
that's so
How do you want to do it,
badass.
Roland?
That is so much damage.
Just wants
Where are we
like
going between
clean,
now?
swift strike right across the neck. He doesn't even know what happens. He looks at me, confused, and then just drops.
All right. So King Grawl is roaring at Recto, about to just rip his face off, and all of a sudden the roar stops. No more wind is coming out of his mouth. He
Yeah.
turns around to see what's happened. Sees someone wearing his crown. As he contorts his face to roar again, the head just topples off to the ground.
That's gonna do it.
So I guess we
Sorry,
can't
I'm
ask him where
talking
Gundren is, huh?
No,
That is,
nope, because he did.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
all dead.
Okay.
Well,
Now
there's
that-
a lot of fort left. I'm sure he's in
Yeah,
there.
I need a
somewhere.
lot of sleep right now.
So real quick, well, I guess we'll see if we're. No, I'm gonna do this anyways. I'm gonna hit if we're out of combat. I'd like to
You're out of
move
combat.
over. I'd like to move over to Steve and hit him with
I hate Randall Cobb so much. I just want to throw that. I hate Randall Cobb so
No.
fucking much. Sorry.
Shut up.
That was
All right. So Roland is doing what to Steve?
healing him up.
Loving him, helping him.
Long time.
healing,
All right.
healing hug.
So Steve, you got
And-
7 points of healing.
Oh,
Do I? No,
that's
Nick. You
nice.
you healed yourself. You have like sitting on 9 or something like that, right?
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm
that
at
is
10.
the point. I
10,
did
okay.
kill. I did kill that guy, right? So that's 5 right there.
That's
Mm.
yes.
You know, because I murdered him with my finger, and
That's
so what do you do, Ben
He's-
Roland?
Another 7 points to you.
Well, it's 7 points. He
I
has.
added.
And
I added
Pillars,
this in
I
there.
believe your +5 is +5 temporary hit points, right?
Yes.
Correct, but
So you
I
you were at
still
you were at
did
you were.
finger murder a dude for health.
Hold on.
so
You were at 1 healers, and I actually added.
I
it in
was
there.
at yeah.
You were at 1, so go ahead and do it from off the bat. Whatever you healed from, and then
Well,
whatever I
he's
gave you.
one. He's 1 +5 temporary HP, which doesn't go
Oh,
into the
that's
same
temporary.
pool.
Okay, so he's sitting at 8 then.
Mhm.
There you
He's
go.
8 +5 temporary.
Yeah, so I had myself at 13. Is that
Temporary different.
Temporary going to a
temporary
different pool.
different pool. Yeah.
this is very complicated for me, guys. I don't understand temporary
fine.
versus actual.
You can put temporary
fine.
probably in the red bubble there.
So I believe that it'll. Oh my god! Yeah.
So
it says
my
you have
mind.
so right now it says you have 21
Thirty.
temporary hit points, which you definitely do not.
No, I don't. I have
no.
13.
No. Hold
Like-
on.
You have 5.
All right. You have 8 hit points and 5 temporary hit points.
So 13.
No.
No.
You have 8 hit points and you have 5. Yeah, you have 5
There's
shield.
2 different things, Hiller. So you
Yeah,
have-
that's a good way to look at it, Nick. You have a
It's a shield, yeah.
rechargeable shield of 5.
Okay.
So temporary, put 5.
Yes, and I already did that for his character sheet.
Nice.
So Hillers,
And
why don't you just step back and let us do everything for your character, and then
I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you.
yeah,
I agree. So
don't
I'm
you
gonna
worry
think
about
everybody-
any of the details about your character. We'll just take care of all of it.
Concerning my aliveness, I appreciate the mechanics in Troy's court.
All right, hey Hillers, I forget who recommended it, but I've gone ahead and done what they suggested, which I think is great. I put your temporary hit points into the
Yes.
red bubble.
Okay.
Cool.
Now,
I don't know what that means.
He doesn't know
but-
what that is. No, he has no
Yeah,
idea what that is. Click
I'm
your
alive.
click your icon, Hillers. Click your icon.
it's my
Yeah,
understanding
I
also
see
that
it. It says
temporary hit points don't
5d14,
stack either. Like he
and
has
That's
5
right.
temporary hit points right now. Like it's if you kill something
Is
else,
it
like, it's,
important?
That's right.
Let's just move on.
It is important. So I just want to make sure everybody understands what temporary hit points are. So if somebody attacks you, Hillers, and they did 6 damage to you, you would remove 5 of the temporary hit points, which is all of them, and then
Plus
one
one from the green.
plus 1 from the green, right?
Okay.
If let's say if you still had all 5 hit points, temporary hit points, and so you were exactly the way you are right now, 5 temporary hit points, 8 real hit points, and you kill another creature, you would still be at 5. You don't go to
Nah.
10.
No, I gain.
no, it doesn't stack.
It doesn't stack. That's right.
It does not
but
stack.
It can replenish.
It
Oh,
can
no.
replenish.
I'll be back.
Was
That's
I
go
right.
agree with
to
that.
5
Yeah,
to
yeah,
0.
yeah.
It can go back to 5.
That's right. So let's say that somebody hit you for 2 damage, and your red bubble went down from 5 to 3, and then you killed that thing. It would go back up to 5.
All right.
We both understand this.
Yes,
Why are we
we're
talking
all
about
good. Let's loot.
Because we
Can
both
we-
don't understand this.
Can we loot the bodies,
Loot.
the bodies of all the bosses
Yeah,
and shit?
let's loot
How about
all the things.
How about we take like a 3 to 5 minute bio break? Since
Yes.
we're at a good stopping point. We're in the midpoint of the night.
Give me another
Back
beverage.
here in 3 to 4 minutes.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Oh God.
what do you Meryl,
Yeah, man.
are you drinking beer still? I can't see here.
Nah, I switched up to a little bullet.
Oh, you went the other way.
Well,
was
so
gonna go,
I mean, I went back to this is my favorite
Drop and
beer
Roll?
on the planet, Hop Drop and Roll. It's
The best beer on the planet. You shut your mouth.
it's my favorite beer on
No.
the planet. I'm not saying it's the
No,
best. It's just my favorite.
No, that's well done. Hot drop and roll. I mean, you can have a favorite.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best. I'm just saying it's my favorite. It's super hoppy, good IPA.
Hop, drop, and roll. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, hot drop and roll is good. We had a couple really good ones at DRP Bellhaven today. They're like 8 minutes
Ooh.
from my house, and they're.
I love that
amazing.
place.
Wait, Bellhaven?
Yeah.
There's a brewery there?
No. It's
There's a derp there.
Delray Pizza.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's-
yeah, yeah.
Bellhaven.
Bellhaven
They have a
location?
Bellhaven location. It's a slightly different menu, but it's still
That's
great.
dude. That's where we almost lived. I love those houses around there.
Oh,
They're
the
so cool.
homes over there are amazing.
I wish
Yeah.
you did live there. That would be great. We would see each other regularly.
I know,
because
man.
I'm
Oh,
always in
That'd
that
be a
restaurant.
problem.
Hillers, so we went there today for lunch, but they're gonna have a Taco Tuesday and a Tap Takeover this week.
They
You wanna
always
go?
have a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, but this one's by a good brewery. You want to go?
Which one?
I lost the audio for a second. What'd you say?
I said which one?
I took a photo of it. Where's my phone?
So Andrew, remember when I was talking about how I played basketball near you? It was at Claremont Elementary.
Oh fuck, Claremont right down the street, dude.
Yeah, dude. I used to play basketball there with my work buddies all the time.
No way.
Yeah.
No, Claremont is like that's my kid's school when he's gonna go to school.
Yeah. Well, you could tell him that his uncle Mike got injured there a couple times when he played basketball. So
Oh, by
And
the
he'll be
way,
like,
Mike,
"Who the fuck is Uncle Mike?" And then you'll be like, "Well, actually, he's not really your uncle."
Killers,
He's...
it's Unta Brewery. UINTA.
say it one more time.
It's Unta. UINTA.
Is that local to DC?
I think they're out of Georgia. Let me find out where they are.
Oh wow.
It's fun to stay at the UNITA.
Nicely done.
Also, by the way, I'm declaring myself the best fantasy football team after this week. My team kicked ass.
Well,
Tom
if
Brady-
fucking Aaron Rodgers decides he's not going to throw the ball to the other fucking team, I might have a shot.
That guy
Oh, well.
sucks.
Oh well,
Yeah, he does.
I busted up Pritchard. He got embarrassed.
Good.
So
I'm going to fucking lose
that's a
again to
good week.
PBJ.
Our team is, our league is full of mediocrity. It's ridiculous.
It is.
I
It is.
could-
Who is good? No one knows.
I
No
could
one.
seriously lose to PBJ this week. The way that
Honest-
Rodgers is playing right now.
Honestly,
Rodgers has 1.5 points.
Wow, that's super bad.
I'm losing by 6 points. He
You
needs
gotta lose
throw
to
me one
Brett?
fucking- Yeah, I might
No.
lose to fucking Brett.
That's bad,
Ew.
dude.
And I
Ew.
had a decent week.
They're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Andrew.
No, you didn't have a decent week. You have 77 points.
77
That's a
points
fucked
was
up week.
zero.
So
Zero points for the
Uinta is,
quarterback?
you know who knows about Uinta? It's probably Evan. Evan probably knows a lot about those guys.
77
He
points plus
does.
about 24.
That's right near his place.
Let's ask Evan what he thinks of this week.
About Uinta? They'll probably
we should-
fucking hate him.
We should do that on every podcast. We should just do our normal podcast and then call Evan and, and tell him what he thinks about all this. And just have the hate spew over all the teams.
It's so funny, dude. We were talking the night before the draft, and he was like, "Yeah, we're talking strategies. Like, I kind of want to. I'm kind of jealous that like I'm not back. I kind of want to get back in. Blah blah blah." And then we got to talking rules, and about 15 minutes into talking rules, he's like, "I'm so glad I'm not in this fucking league anymore."
God, I hate this.
Oh, I hate this
all
so
of you
much.
and all your works.
Yeah. If I were
That's
if
the
I were
only
in the
thing
league,
he's good
all
for
these
anymore
rules-
is just tell us how bad we all are.
I'd quit if all these were the rules. It's like you can't, who said it? You can't quit again.
You can't quit again. You already quit once.
Sorry, dude. You expended your one piece of capital in quitting already.
Oh, what do you got there, man? Juicy? No juicy.
We got
Whoa,
we got
juicy?
Two juicy.
Two juicy.
TWO juicy.
From who?
And this is by.
You guys ever see that Dave Chappelle?
All right, let's find ourselves a dwarf.
All right.
Hang on. We're talking about something important here. Where's that beer from?
Two roads.
Okay, thank you.
What's two?
Both of them.
So New England
Oh my
style
God, Green Bay's defense is fucking awful.
Mike McCarthy
No.
is the most overrated coach in the
We'll
league.
talk about this. Let's
What?
talk about this. We'll
No.
talk about this at the
Shut
end.
up,
Let's
Merrill.
get to
You
this.
know, he has a Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls?
No.
One.
Aaron Rodgers has a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy
And he
blows.
should have about 3 if his fucking
Yeah,
receivers.
if he had a coach other than Mike
drop it
McCarthy.
all the time. No, they just drop everything.
Okay.
This is baseball, right?
Yes, it's sports
Yeah.
ball. Sports
Yeah,
No,
ball.
I'm gonna loot all the
Let's
rooms. So I'm
find
gonna
us.
loot
Let's find us a
everything.
dwarf.
Cricket.
All right.
Fuck.
So
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
look down here.
Okay.
Sports ball.
We're gonna go one at a time. And I believe Recto, before we took our break, said that he was gonna start looting.
Yeah, let's loot the bodies of these baddies that
I
we
would-
took down.
I would.
So you can't
also-
just loot all.
Hey,
There's not a loot all. So
Can
All
I
right.
ask
Wait,
something real quick here?
guys.
one at a time, please.
Recto's starting.
You
I would
actually
like
take-
to loot King Grawl, see what he's got on him. If there's anything valuable.
He does not have anything valuable on him.
Does
his-
Andy have
I have
anything
a
of
follow-
value from King
yeah.
Grawl on him?
I'd say, do I have? Does this crown do anything?
It looks pretty badass.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
From initial inspection, there are no gems. It's made out of basically scrap metal. It doesn't appear to be anything special to you.
I will keep it, and as I turn into a dire wolf, will it stay on my head?
Sure.
Okay,
Yes.
that's all I care about. All right, I'm done.
That's all I care.
I'll even say that as you turn into direwolf, you can like have it like meld into your head a little bit, so that it's kind of like almost like a permanent fixture.
This is my new thing. This is my new look.
This is me now.
So like when people get a new haircut, this is my new look. I'm sticking to
All
it.
right.
I'm going with
So
it.
Recto is rifling through King Grall's pockets. Roland, have you turned? Are you turning into a direwolf right now, or is that just a question?
No, I just for future reference, I just want to know. Adds a little spice to life.
Randy.
I feel pretty. I'm so pretty.
The tutu gives it away.
All right.
Yeah.
So Recto and Roland, you guys have gone. Who's going next?
So we
You
have
decide.
sufficiently looted
I think
Grawl.
the DM should shout out who's doing what in order of the person. So we're not
I don't
all
want to
shut-
have to roll like initiative and like.
Oh, we're not rolling
do
initiative.
turns
No.
all the time.
All right,
All right, I want to go over to the doppelganger. Does his arm still look like a sword?
Good question. No, he transformed back, like all the different parts of him, including like the rock fist, the part that looked like your arm, and the sword, all kind of reverted back into his natural form once he died.
Can I smush his nuts a bunch of times? Can I just like stomp on it?
Can I just point out
Oh,
that
his
Atlanta
mouth?
had lost with a lead this
All
All
time?
right, who's
How big is this? How big is it? Is it like human size? Like it's smaller than
He
me,
is-
but it's like it's humanoid.
he is
Humanoid?
he is medium, so he's yeah.
And okay, and what does the skull look? What does the head look like now that it's dead? Does it look like a blank
Smushed.
kind of like face? Oh,
Somewhat
you
blank.
blasted.
Let me show you.
Ooh, I have a
Ooh.
question regarding him when you're done here, Nick.
Oh yeah. So I want to cut off his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, before you
No,
desecrate
he did
the
it.
body-
He did it.
He
cut
did it
off.
already.
Nope.
See, this is what I'm
Cut it
talking
off.
about.
Damn it, Nick.
Is there not a
Like,
strength
we
check for that?
communicate as a party, but we don't. We just do shit.
You know,
Okay.
I only transform into stuff. I'd love to know if I could learn something from him, but no, he's two pieces now.
Well, it's too late.
Because Nick's
All
just
right.
got to rip heads off and
As
kick
per
doors
usual,
down.
Garrod has fucked it up. This is real life. This is
All right,
how
Grod,
you live now.
you are
He is
holding,
at work.
you're holding the severed head of a doppelganger.
Yes, I want to keep his head as a trophy.
We got
Alright,
to
you
burn
put
that
him-
in the
you
town
put- you-
square, right? I mean,
You put his head in a actually, and good point. So you take his head, which has a fairly large hole in the eye socket and an incredibly large hole in the back of the head.
It's not gonna be a very good trophy. Never mind. I just dropped the head.
well done, Garrod. Well done, buddy. You nailed it.
Totally fucking- All right. Well, I have the floor. I would like to move into this room over here.
All right.
Fuck everything.
So Zigmundo moves into the room.
I thought
over
you were
here.
done moving into rooms by yourself.
No, you know what? Don't care. YOLO.
Well, it's nice to know you, Ziggy.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Nick, good job chopping that head off, man. That was
Okay.
Yeah, what,
Yeah.
Lights
what-
us
Rod
on
does.
fire right
yeah,
there.
nice job massacring an already burnt corpse.
Oh shit! Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
So
Oh, he
Zigmundo,
dead. We knew he
Zigmundo.
was dead, though. I mean,
As-
come on.
as you move into the room, you see, amongst other things, you see the collapsed body of a dwarf that looked exactly like what the doppelganger looked like before he reverted to his doppelganger form. Laying on the ground, crumpled up, slightly under the table, but kind of against the wall to the far south.
I'm gonna go up to next to him and find out if he is breathing.
Okay, so you approach the dwarf. Go ahead and roll investigate.
Roll a what?
Investigate or it is investigate. I'm pretty sure.
Boom.
Yeah. So you kind of you can't really detect any breath necessarily, but you do feel along his jugular, and you feel a very faint pulse. The dwarf is alive,
Yes.
but is in very bad shape.
I
just-
yell loudly to the others to come over.
All right. You do it. You yell. So,
Recto abides.
And
Granny,
and
Granny's. I think
Alright.
Granny
Brazier.
saved. Granny saved
Rec-
Recto.
Recto heard that first,
so
so
we can see. We just like that brazier.
yeah, it's lit up.
All right, good.
So Recto, as you enter the room, you see a large chamber that has been kind of set up as a really crude living space. There's thick furs thrown on the floor as carpets, old trophies of deer and elk hanging from the walls. There's a very large bed to the north, and the brazier of coals burning. Brazier, damn it! Burning to the eastern side of the room. So to the south, you see you see Zygmundo standing and kneeling over the prone body of a dwarf.
Zygmundo, what did you
who's
do?
Next to a round table with several chairs down there at the southern side of the room.
You killed him.
Yep.
Quit
And I pissed
molesting
in his
that
mouth.
corpse.
I did not do nothing. It's okay. Come over here.
I love your racist stereotype.
His hand, it was not up his butt, I swear.
Okay. Anybody else?
Oh no, I would like to go in.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go in too.
All right. Everybody goes in. Well, not everybody.
Well, no, not everybody. I'm looking. I want to go to this door down here.
Grud, you don't want to just stand on the fire.
Oh, I didn't know that the. Yeah, okay, I don't want to stand.
Yo.
Okay.
You caught what I said though.
I did
right?
not catch it.
I want to go down here.
Yeah, Steve and Granny are gonna split the party and go off on their own.
I want.
All right.
No, no,
That's what. That's how we roll.
What could go wrong?
So as you approach the door to the south, where the owlbear had stormed out of, you also pass through a room. And hold on.
I believe we saw much of it, right? Okay.
So there's a room kind of to your north where you see another stone based fire, lots of coals glowing, and it's a small barracks. There's 4 strong straw pallets, of kind of makeshift beds lining the eastern wall. Of course, part of the wall has collapsed, and then there's a wooden door that you can see right below you that was once barred. You can see kind of the long plank that once barred that door that the hobgoblin had previously pulled off of the door, and now the door itself is kind of hanging half off its hinges as the owlbear burst through. So let me reveal.
It's just an owlbear cage. It's okay.
Well, that's fine. I just want to check.
And so to your south, you see it's almost like a silo. It's kind of a hollow cylinder where the ceiling is completely collapsed. You've got about 30 feet of walls, and then above it is the night sky. There's dust, rubble, broken glass all over the floor. Old work tables and bookshelves. So you're not quite sure what this used to be, but it was probably some sort of location for some kind of craftsman once upon a time. And then you can see some of the kind of scratches against the door and the walls from where the owlbear had kind of tried to tear itself free previously.
Poor owlbear.
That is a grim story of animal imprisonment. And I would like to investigate this southern door over here.
Can we revive this, before we start just, looking at everything? Can we revive this dwarf we came here for? Just a thought there.
Well,
that being the priority of our entire fucking existence.
Well, so that's not what you're doing. So,
shut up.
So again, when we say something, it immediately happens effectively. So
Yeah, we're just securing the area.
So Steve, you look down the door and you see a set of steps heading to the west, out to a path away from the castle into the woods.
Oh boy, that would have been way easier than what we did. All right, well.
Oh, there's a bunch of entrances to this castle.
Oh yeah. No.
We didn't do any recon at all.
No.
Nope.
Steve
We just walked in the
regrets.
front door.
Steve regrets some of his decisions, especially as badly wounded as he is. So-
All right. All right. So while Steve's off exploring, what's happening?
Well, up in
I
this
think
room,
we're
if you
trying
guys
to
don't
find
mind, I'd like to sort of take charge of this. I'd like to walk over to the dwarf, and with my last, I'm gonna use a level 2 cure wounds spell. My
Yeah.
last level 2.
Mm.
I'm going to revive him. I hope.
Nice.
Yeah, man. 6 hit points.
How do you not get a playoff right there? What terrible clock management. I'm sorry. That was fucking terrible.
Nobody
All right.
cares.
So
I'm
So
sorry. Is that
rolling you-
pertinent to dwarf revival in any way?
So yeah, I move into.
No, it's Mike
second-
McCarthy coaching is what it is. He's the worst.
He's
all right.
not-
So as the kind of healing energy soaks into the dwarf, very slowly you see the dwarf start to move, and you see the breath actually start to take shape, and you can see his vitals kind of responding relatively rapidly, but he is still a little bit unconscious.
I'd like to try to talk to him just a little bit and say we're here to help you, friend. I'd like to use my druid craft to like literally light up the brazier over there.
I already lit it.
Fuck!
Well, it was like embers, he said last time, but have that
All right.
lit
So
up.
it's super lit now.
Okay.
So
Pull
Very
a
good
chair-
AF.
This
Pull
place
a
is
chair-
lit,
one-
yo.
Super lit,
I'm
y'all.
gonna pull one of these chairs up over there, and I'm gonna kind of help shuffle him over and sit him in the chair to kind of sit by the fire, warm up,
Oh, that's
get his
nice.
shit together.
okay. So
Quality
as
camp.
you look at him, you can see that he's been through a lot. He's pretty let's say he's sitting around the table now. He's his face is pretty battered and bruised. One of his eyes is super swollen, missing a couple teeth that were there the last time you talked to him in Neverwinter, and he's kind of slumped over in the chair that you sat him in, but he slowly starts to kind of regain his composure and opens up one of his eyes and sees you and goes, I remember you. I remember you.
Can I see if he is under any kind of like anything else weird going on with him, spell wise, poison wise, anything like that?
So go ahead. Well, so in what way do you want to do that? So
I basically want to
kind
give. I want to give him just like one good, almost like medic type of look over. Does he look like he's got some like, weird diseases going on with him that we don't want him near
Rickets,
us, or something-
scurvy,
something
that kind
that's
of
gonna
stuff.
pop
Andy.
up down the line. Is just
Are you
Dilated
God,
pupils.
that Neville Lemons.
Is
are you
this a-
proficient? Are you proficient in medicine, Roland?
I believe I am. Yeah, it looks like I am. Yes.
If someone asks you if you're proficient in medicine,
You say yes.
you
Go
say
ahead and-
yes.
No, you say whether you actually are or not.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Andy, would you say this is a big bag or a little bag situation?
This looks like a big bag.
So
Okay.
So you look him over, and he's still in really rough shape. You can see some of the as you kind of inspect him a little bit. He recognizes you, so he lets you kind of pull his shirt up and look at him a little bit. You can see some really dark bruising that looks like there might be some internal bleeding. Nothing that's going to be super fast, but he needs some help.
Yeah, it's less sexy than originally assumed.
So we heal him.
We should get back to town.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
fix it.
I look back at everybody and I say, "Go get the other two. We got to get him back.
Go get
He's
those.
gonna live."
Go get those 2 idiots.
I am willing to leave, but I'd like to ask Zigmundo if he could give me a blank page out of his book.
You've been looking through my shit.
No, I saw you had a book. And some
Sure.
of it-
Blank page out of this book.
All right, so Steve is back up in here. Granny, are you back in the room too?
I'll follow you.
I'm going You know where I'm going. I'm going back to the altar.
Hold on. Let's just look around. All the braziers lit. Let's just try that shit. Okay.
All of the braziers. So the brazier in this room was already lit, as was this one. This one's no longer really lit.
Because it's broken.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
broken. It's not fully broken.
Yeah, like all the kind of the coals and fire fell out into the ground.
Fair enough.
I can't help but feel like that's my fault.
Go fix it.
It's only because it is.
Definitely your fault.
All right.
You just didn't help the situation. It was fine.
I'm gonna take the blank page that Zigmundo gave me and go
Did
back.
I don't know. Hold on. Did Zigmundo give you a blank page?
Yeah, I gave
Yeah,
it
you
one.
did.
But I think we should go make sure everything's lit AF before we go do what he's doing.
Can we fix this brazier? Like,
Did I miss something? Why
I mean, how long do you want to spend on it?
Few
just like
minutes.
piling coals back in and lighting it again?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the column itself kind of crumpled as the existing crack split wide. The bowl kind of fell off. Like, it's going to be a pretty major project to get it.
Let's not HGTV too much of this. I just I just want to take my blank page back to the altar here and and burn it and say, Agma, we have cleansed this site as well as we are able, and I hope that one day knowledge can spring forth here again. We have paid for it in blood and tears, and I hope that you can be in this place again.
I think you might be muted, Troy.
Yeah, I am drunk, but Troy is also muted.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
Yeah, I was
not
muted.
talking
All right,
at all.
so
it's weird now.
so
It's super awkward.
He was crying. It was very moving. What you just
Yeah,
said.
it was moving.
Good happy.
It was emotional AF.
So as you chant and burn the blank piece of parchment, once again, healers, once again, you feel this divine energy start to come back into the room. The room kind of, even though it's fairly dark, starts to brighten again, and then all of a sudden, it's like it struggles and fails and just zips right out, and you don't feel anything.
Gotta
Guys,
fix that brazier.
We have not cleansed this place. There is something still here that deserves our killing it.
You should kill Steve.
Who are you talking to? Because there's nobody there.
I will go to the various rooms.
Granny was out here inspecting the brazier.
All right.
However, if I don't see anything, wait. I'm sorry. I'd like to move the corpses out of the room.
Which ones?
All of them.
There's only one in that antechamber.
Yeah, I'd like to kick that fucking
So you'd like to move this
thing
one
that
out?
I busted earlier. Yeah, just nudge him out. Just be
there?
like, yeah.
Kick him through the door.
I'd be like, okay, Agma, are we okay? Can we?
Are we good yet?
Are we good? Are we good
All right.
here?
So do you have a blank piece of parchment?
I'm gonna ask Ziggy for just one more page.
You gotta come all the way over here because I can't hear you.
What do you think? He just runs down to Staples and gets this shit? I mean, come on.
He has a very large book. I'm doing my best. Obviously, Steve Dark Magic is very lazy and unprepared for all situations.
Now that you're in this room?
Yeah,
What?
Ziggy, I really think that things can be helped if we can just get on.
What do you think? There's just a Staples down the block? That's 5 gold.
Well, it's not Staples so much as Agma, the spirit of knowledge, but
it's gonna be 5 gold, buddy.
Of some benefit, worth a piece of paper that you are not using. Can we just Can we just burn one more thing? And if it doesn't
sure,
work,
sure. Five gold.
I'll leave. I'll leave. Okay.
Five gold.
All right. I accept.
All right. Subtract 5 gold.
Yep, I will, and I will embezzle that shit later. The party. So, there we go.
Parchment. I just want you to know, I'm now down to 8 pieces of parchment.
Yeah, I know, Andy.
There you go, Andy. You win. Nice job, man.
All right, so
Is this
I
sports
burn it.
ball,
No
or-
corpses are in. Is oh,
Okay.
no,
I can sleep.
please.
Wait.
If you're not here, just give me a sign. Tell me what you need. This seems more difficult than I anticipated.
Okay, so
Great, Kragmaw. Oh, knowledge.
where is everybody else right now?
We're still trying to
Still
deal with
with the
We're trying to
dying
deal with
dwarf.
You know, the thing is dying.
the whole quest thing. Yeah.
Recto is rubbing one out.
Gotta be odd with the stone hand.
Gross. Jesus.
Granny's just eavesdropping on Steve because she's worried about him.
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting, actually.
It's still with the stranger because, it's Stone Fist and all.
Ew. Is it permanently in like a...
Okay.
Do your shit.
Alright.
Do your shit, Steven. Let's
What?
get out of here.
Okay, Granny,
I'm trying.
Granny, are you still on the other side of that curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Steve, this time, so you've moved the one hobgoblin out of the northern antechamber. You again take another blank piece of parchment. You chant the same words you've chanted before. You burn it, and now this time, divine energy starts to reinfuse into that shrine. And instead of dissipating, it actually it connects. And all of a sudden, the world around you kind of blackens out as you feel a presence.
I can show you the world.
Okay.
Is it an indescribable feeling?
All right, hey guys, let's let Steve do his thing. So, and all of a sudden
Constantly on drugs.
you feel like you're in the presence of a god.
I do feel like that.
And the god says, "You have cleansed my shrine. I will grant you one boon. I will answer one question. All of knowledge is available to me. What is it you desire to know?"
No pressure.
Big
That should
moment.
be the question.
Big moment.
No. Wait a second. Fuck. Like, what's that mine called that everyone
Oh,
wants?
he's too drunk to know. Oh my god.
No, wait. I know it's lost.
Where's Kragmaw Castle?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's see.
Yeah, ask him where Kragmaw Castle is.
That's what I just said.
That would be the worst. No,
Where's Gundren? Where's the dwarf?
You can feel the deity's impatience as
No, look, Troy.
Ask him where Rachel is.
Steve has heard, about this lost mine, and
Yes.
yes.
So there's a lost mine of Fandelver. Steve is aware of.
Fandelver, yes. Steve would like to know the entrance to the mine of Fandelver.
So the voice responds back to, "You seek the Soul Forge.
Sure.
The Soul Forge lies at the bottom of what humans now call Wave Echo Cave." And then all of a sudden you feel it's almost like your experience kind of leaves your body, flies up out of the castle, up into the sky, and you see the map, and it reveals to you the location of Wave Echo Cave.
Are you shitting me?
That was clutch. So we don't need this dwarf no more.
Guys,
Yeah, let's just kill him.
I've been.
All right, so So hold on. So Steve, so as that happens, it snaps you back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
The light seems a little bit brighter in the room, even though you don't have any real source of light inside. It just seems like you can see a little bit more clearly. But that entity is now gone.
I do have a source of light inside, and it's called hope. and guess what, guys? I've been communing with things again, and this time they're not unfathomable evil.
Did
All
they
right,
tell
so
you where Jimmy Hopper
are you-
is?
I really
I'm
think
very
it's
proud
gonna
of you,
work.
Steve.
So only Granny can hear this right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Why the Yankee
that's
Doodle?
the only one I want to talk to. She's the only one that ever looks out for me. The
She
rest of you
says-
guys are fucking dicks.
Granny says that she's very proud of you.
Yeah, well, Granny, we are gonna be rich. We are gonna get just nasty hood rich and be powerful and
Well,
and good for once. For once.
Steve, you know I've been there and done that, right? Now I'm doing the redemption thing instead.
Well, can we do that while we find this super
Yeah.
cave?
Not
Okay,
really a
Steve.
paladin's goal, bro.
Okay.
I mean, there's good
I'll-
stuff there. Maybe you can use it to redeem something else. I'm
I'll
just
d-
saying, I know where it is.
Maybe I can redeem you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go
Can
there.
I use Druidcraft and just put that faint odor of skunk under his nose? Can we do that?
Wait, actually, where are you?
Yeah, he's
I'm
nowhere
under
near me.
Garrod, I believe. I think
Yeah,
he's squatting on me.
Buried in
Oh
corn.
God, where are you?
I don't know where I
Actually,
am.
where are you?
What?
That's a legitimate question.
Go back, ask the god where. Whatever.
But
I don't know.
Alright.
no, I do say.
Let me
Granny,
hold on, let me add you
I
back.
think-
I
I
don't
know-
know what
I
happened.
know. Where we need to be, we can change the world now, as we see fit. And
I'm
let's do that.
Okay.
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 We can take these hosers with us.
All right. So, Steve and Granny, do you guys head back to the group or do something else?
Yeah. Now, Steven,
Yeah,
Granny pats
now
Steve on
that
the back and let's give it a shot,
Let's.
and we head back.
All right.
And I will start
So the-
like looting corpses.
So as you walk back into the room, you see Gerard and Zygmundo and Recto and Roland as they've kind of somewhat nursed the dwarf back, not necessarily to health, but to consciousness at least. The dwarf looks like he's a little bit more interested in talking now and says,
So
"The
I
map,
can't see
the
dwarf
map.
on
They
my
got the
screen,
map
but
from
I can see
me."
it on the Twitch channel.
What?
I can't see the dwarf on my screen, but on the Twitch, I can totally see it. Did you accidentally hide the dwarf from me?
No.
I can see it.
Can you just refresh your page?
Yeah.
Jiggle the cable.
Jiggle the cable. My fucking internet tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, the dwarf hasn't.
You need to live more in more of a technological area,
It's more about what the dwarf says, than
like
what it looks
Roanoke.
We
Alright,
don't
we're
need
back.
him anymore.
We're
I already figured out his
We're good.
stuff.
All right. So,
Well, we don't want him to die either.
He's
Well,
worth a
maybe-
lot of money to us.
Maybe we should listen to what he's about to say.
Right.
Maybe we want to hear him out.
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just saying.
So, okay.
Troy, you're
Well-
welcome to continue.
That's what he says. He keeps kind of chanting. He chanted or just
Oh, they
repeated
took the
himself a
map.
couple times. I took the map. So he's conscious, but he's not super lucid.
I'd like to just point out to everybody, we got to get this crazy dwarf back.
Okay.
Let's. Can we try to heal him? Can we try to heal him?
I do. By the way, Roland
Way to
has
RP.
my voice, so it makes it easy. I do have one more level 1 heal I can try to give him.
Fix him.
So he's at 6. So you gave him 6 health already.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's stay.
It should be fine.
Like he's not gonna
Well,
immediately
fix
die.
me then.
then why is he
Yeah.
acting like
There's
such a
long-
bitch?
there's
Like, what's the deal
there's
here?
a long trip there. I'd say this: there's
He's
a long trip back.
Psychologically damaged.
We're going to be sleeping at night, so we'll get our spells back in the trip because we're going to be sleeping at night. I'd
Should we-
rather have him be a little bit healthy on the way back.
Wait. Who took the map?
Thank you, Merle.
The king. Grawl.
All right. So we've already checked Grawl. He did not have the map.
Ooh, you know what? I just got an idea. I would like to go over to his wolf and check his wolf, or check the collar, check something on the wolf. Something maybe somewhat, some way, somehow is hidden on the wolf.
So you go ahead and roll an investigate check.
Oh, hold on. I gotta switch over here. Investigation. Not great at it.
No, you are not. Well, you can use your inspiration point though.
I'll use my inspiration point because I think at this point.
Well, the map is in one of two places.
Let's check the bedding. I say, let's check the bedding. I put the things under my pillow I want to dream about.
I got the 8,000 account.
Who's checking the betting?
Sigmundo, that's not me.
Sigmundo?
So I
Go
assume
ahead.
that was nothing on the wolf with the 15.
There was nothing on the wolf. Sorry about that. So
Is there
Zygmundo,
a wolf skin?
What do you want me to roll?
investigate.
Okay.
A wolf skin worth 2 gold?
So beneath the mattress, kind of above the kind of wooden slats that he's using to prop it up from the stone floor, you find a rolled up map, or it's at least a parchment.
I would like to look at it, please.
When you unroll it, it's a map of the local area or surrounding Phandalin. It has the names of the Rockseeker brothers on it, and you can see a path drawn that shows the way from Phandalin to Waybecco Cave.
I would like to show this map to everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys want to maybe take a rest here?
I think it might be best if we...
I collapse on the
Hey,
floor and
let's
sleep.
talk about real quick what we're gonna do with this friend of ours on the table.
We'll watch him overnight. He should last the night.
He's been healed. He's been healed up 6 and he's up to 12.
So let's assume if we take a rest here, we do it based on our camping rules, our travel rules, so that two of us are always awake with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did we figure out those sleeping rules, Hillers?
The sleeping order you did.
I sent something and nobody ever responded, so I'm assuming that means everybody agrees to it. I don't know.
We all agreed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with it, whatever it is. If you put the effort into it, then that's more than I was willing to do. So
I read it and I agree.
Yep. So watch 1 is Garad and Roland. Watch 2 is Recto, Doomspark, and Granny. Watch 3 is Recto, Doomspark, and Steve.
Before we go to bed, could we loot all the other buddies?
Yeah, let's. I agree. I'd like to put some more coin in my pocket, just you know what that.
Okay, so you're just going to the bodies and doing just a general loot.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to search the lieutenant first. The grizzled old.
Yeah, I got something I want to do too when we get a chance.
Guy that Roland bit the head off of.
On that hobgoblin, you find just a smattering of copper and silver, and we'll kind of deal with the exact amounts of copper and silver later.
No worries.
But,
Check that.
But nothing special.
Then I would like to actually just take a good investigation of this owlbear and see if there's something I can learn from this. Is there something I can turn into? Is there something I can learn? Anything in that range. Is this
the Falcons are going to lose this game? I'm just throwing that out there.
That's what you learned.
So you're doing that?
Yes.
All right, so you take a look at the owlbear. It looks like it's beyond your ability today to transform into.
Mm-hmm.
It's challenge rating 3, OOC.
Okay. Okay.
But you do now. You have seen it. You have kind of committed to memory what it looks like, which may or may not come in handy later.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. I would like to give someone who has not really taken any action a time right now to take an action. Anybody?
Anyone?
No, I'm on watch right now. Roland and I are on watch.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are starting your long rest now.
All right.
Have
Is
we
that-
at least?
well, that's a question.
Sure. Can we just turn out the pockets of all the goblins that we killed earlier that we searched on the way
Fine.
out?
You do a tour of the castle,
Yep,
and you
just the basic.
you ruffle through the pockets of all the goblins and hobgoblins.
Cool.
And
we
so before we
rest.
sleep, I would like to recommend to the group that we grab what we can in terms of barrels and boxes and shit like that. Kind of stack some shit in front of the doors, in front of the little portholes there. Let's kind of seal the room up as best we can within reason to get it done quickly, and
That's
just
fair.
make it fairly secure. So at least if something's trying to get in, we're going to hear it.
Yep. Let's fortify
That
the.
is a brilliant idea.
Yep. Fortify
Alright,
it a little
so-
bit.
Which of the doors are you doing?
Basically, there are 2 doors into this room, so we're gonna this one.
Before we do that,
And-
may I go and investigate right there with all these beds and kind of turn those over, see if we got anything?
Yeah. Sure thing.
I would like to do that.
So in that particular room, you look through and it's been picked pretty clean. It's clearly used as just like a sleeping barracks. There's nothing else other than just a few bits of extra armor and weapons, but they're all pretty shit quality hobgoblin stuff. Nothing that appears attractive to you.
Okay.
Granny and Hillers, Steve, you guys saw what these are? I
We
assume?
saw, but we didn't really search it. It was like old craftsman workshops, workbenches. So,
We were told it looked like junk.
yeah.
Well, I would say of all the shit that's in here, those workbenches are the best thing to block the doors with. So I guess
That's
if
fair.
somebody wants to come down, we'll take a quick look at these. If they're nothing, I'd like to barricade the doors with them.
It's good. It's a good plan.
Steve welcomes Roland to move a bunch of tests around.
All right, so Roland, you come down here. Who's going down with you? Anybody?
I'll come.
Granny will show him the way.
Can't get out of this room, but I would like to go.
All right, so Zygmundo goes down too. All right, so one of you roll roll perception.
Bam.
Nice.
So Zygmundo, as you walk into the room, you notice a what looks like a battered wooden chest on a ledge about 15, 20 feet up from the floor.
I would like to investigate it and tell everybody, "Hey guys, I wasn't here."
So it's not up. There's no steps. There's no ladder to it. It's part of the kind of crumbling remains of the second floor of the castle.
Oh shit! Interesting.
Ranch castle.
Can
Are you saying that out loud? Because I can't hear you, Recto.
If anyone cares to talk to me, I do have a mage hand cantrip.
what?
'Cause I do not have a mage hand, but Recto, you might have to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, have we slept already, or are we still getting
No,
ready
we're
to?
not. We're
This is all before your long rest.
Perhaps we should
And
follow. Perhaps we should
and-
follow the group down to the place where they all went, so we could all sleep down there.
No, we're gonna sleep up in that room.
I agree.
I'll sleep where there's a bed.
But hold on. So Recto can talk to Grodd and Steve in the dwarf. Zig, Granny, and Roland are
Sorry.
together.
Retro.
Steve, who'd you draft on your fantasy team?
Just awful players. Just
All right, look.
the worst.
Can I get
I'm gonna go
Zygmundo
back
and
to-
Roland to like give me like a boost, and Granny will like try and jump up onto the second floor?
Yeah. So assuming, do either of you want to help with that?
Yeah.
I will help.
Okay. So Granny, that will give you advantage on an acrobatics check to get up there.
Yes.
Nice.
Didn't need it,
Yep.
but it was cool.
And you get up there.
All right,
so-
let's open.
Yep.
Let's
You
check
open the
chest
you open
for
the chest
traps.
and find nearly 200 gold. You find a potion of healing,
When you say nearly,
I'll give you the exact amounts later.
Yeah, it's okay. It goes into the pot.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's very great.
some of us are trying to do accounting here.
So it's about 165 gold.
Okay.
Is it about that, or is
it's 165 gold? It's actually it's now 163 gold.
And a healing potion.
A healing potion, a scroll of silence of the spell
nice.
silence,
I cast that on Steve.
and a scroll of the spell revivify.
Oh, hey, Granny. It's a Granny. Could you hand me those scrolls? I'd like to take a look at, please.
Yeah, I can't read this gibberish, so here you go.
Ah, grazie.
Yeah, I'll just give the scrolls, even though I think Revivify may not be a arcane spell, but
is that even
it's
a
for
word?
Cleric Carolyn.
yeah. But she'll give them both to Zigmundo for safekeeping.
That's
And I'm sorry, other than Revivify, what was the other soul? Silence?
Silence.
All right.
Scroll
So do you all?
silence.
So now, what are you doing with the workshop benches?
Basically, if that's all we found, I basically want to take these tables with the help of what looks to be the most stout of our team, an old lady and a skinny emo kid.
Yep.
And I'd like help to take these tables to basically just kind of help
What?
fortify the doors.
Okay. They're pretty heavy and not very well constructed right now, though. So it'd probably take you 30 minutes or so to get both of them up there with that team.
Well, I'll call. Garad. I'll make a yell for Garad
Yeah.
to come down and help.
Let's get Garad and Recto
Get some
down
muscle.
All right.
It was silence and what? I'm sorry.
Revivify.
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 It's a 3rd level.
Yeah, it's apparently a word.
It's apparently a word.
Basically, all I want to do, I just want to put them kind of in front of the door, either on the inside or out. Mostly on the inside if we can get them through the door. On our side, just if somebody has to, is trying to break into the doors, we're going to hear them. We're going to hear them knocking and crashing and banging at the very least.
Hang on a second.
It's a legit spell.
All right, so there they are.
Fuck.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, so you guys are.
It's long rest.
I'm going to copy these spells that I just found.
Right now.
Yes, right now while everyone's sleeping.
50 gold.
So actually, what we're doing
You're gonna
is
have to ask.
the first shift is taking watch, and then after that, it's going to be me and Doomspark. We're going to take 8 hours from then on.
Okay.
So
while you and I are awake, I choose to copy these spells.
Yeah. How long does that take?
Also, hold on, everybody. If he copies both of them, it means 100 gold out of our mutual treasury.
I mean, that's fine.
That's fine.
So hold on. So Garad and Roland are first watch based upon the watch order I've been given. So yes. Zig, you're not. So are you gonna stay awake during that period, or are you going to sleep
during my awake time?
All right.
Which is not now.
Yeah. So how long do you need to copy them?
Well, we're not even there yet.
Let me verify.
Okay.
So we're asleep.
So Garad and Roland are awake. As the rest of the party kind of slowly nods off, they've I imagine some of you probably gave Gundren a nice, gentle place to rest on the floor. Maybe you I guess put a jacket under his head or something, right? And the party starts to doze off, and then right as people are pretty dozed off, everybody's pretty wiped out. Roland and Garad, can you both roll perception?
Oh God, I can do that. I'm horrible at perception, but yes.
Can he? Yes. Should he? No. Oh God.
All right, Roland, you hear. At first, you hear the sound of a wolf howling, and then it gets a little bit closer, and you can hear it howling not too far outside the castle. A few minutes later, you hear what sounds like. You hear some sort of commotion toward the west, outside the castle, kind of from the direction that the wolf howls recently came from.
I
I'd
break
like
some
to.
travel bottles and I rub my fingers in them so I have glass hands. Like in the gray. That was a joke. Sorry.
I'd like to look out the two arrow portals and see if I can see anything of note out in the area.
Just darkness.
And I'm the only one who's heard this.
Yes.
I want to go and I want to wake up Zigmundo.
I'm with you. I'm awake with you.
Well, I'm going to let you know what I heard. And I would like to go wake up a ranged damage dealer, that is Zigmundo.
All right, so Zigmundo, you are now awake.
After my rest, what HP do I have right now?
So all of you take a short rest.
Okay.
Immediately.
Right. So I have to roll hit dice.
No one has taken a long rest right now. Everybody has taken a short rest at this point, so you can do any sort of HP recovery that you still have with your hit dice.
How does that work?
You basically, if you haven't used a hit dice, you have hit dice equal to your level, and you can roll them during a short rest, as many as you like, to regain whatever number that's on that dice.
And it takes a long rest to get all your hit dice back.
Correct. So the dice are 1d6.
Well, it depends
D8.
on class. It depends on
for me,
class.
it's D8.
Okay.
Look at those
I
two.
thought all hit dice were 1d6.
No.
No.
Only for you squishy
Bam!
mages.
You can click the word hit dice. And it does
That's
it
what I'm
for you.
doing, yeah.
How many do I get?
Oh my god.
Whatever it's. Oh my god.
Have you used any so far in our
No.
previous short rests?
Nope.
You'll have
That he
three.
knows of. He doesn't
Then
even
you'll
know what
have
they
three
are,
available.
so, it's hard to ask him.
So I have at least 3, right? Okay, so that's fine.
No, you have at most 3.
Yes,
Okay,
not
well-
at least 3.
Well,
Could be
just-
20. I might have 20. It's hard to say.
I'm probably 50 hit dice.
No one knows.
No one knows. Fake
All right,
news.
So I rolled my dice and
Nobody
back up to 17. All right.
All right.
Cool. I'm
I'm
awake.
just gonna do the
Yes,
2.
you
8
woke me
plus
up.
7
What's
is enough for me.
I want to
All right,
let
and anybody who
Zigmundo know.
gets spells back or anything like that based on a short rest, you get that back, but you don't
Yep.
get anything that requires a long
So,
rest.
so question, how long into this rest are we right now?
45 minutes.
Okay. So we don't get back. So a short rest is only like a half hour, though.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
So I want to let Zigmundo know why I woke him up. I heard some commotion, some rustling, and I said we need some possible ranged out these portholes. We can take care of anything that comes through any kind of doorway, but we need him to keep watch on these for at least now until we have to get back to sleep or we see an imminent threat. But I want him there to be ready to attack if he sees anything of note that needs to be attacked.
No problem. I brought this a jar of pasta sausages for the occasion.
Newman's Own. It's a delicious.
Ridiculous stereotype view.
Braselli is my choice. This one's a Newman's. It's okay, I guess.
Why?
All right.
Why does my character not have the green thing? Why is that?
I had to
not
click
green?
mine several times.
Why do you have 25 temporary hit points?
Oh my god.
Well, when I rested, I got 8 plus 7.
No,
That's
no,
not how
no,
that
you
works.
didn't.
You don't get maximum
That's
your hit point.
no.
What did you roll for your
Oh my god! I'm gonna
8
take this
and
20
7.
minutes that we explain this to him to use the bathroom.
All right, so do you
Give
get
me what I should
plus
have. I got
8?
8 and 7. I got.
It's
really
up
good
to
rolls.
you to know your character. It's not up to everyone else to give you what you have.
Where's your roll, Hillers?
It's in the chat.
They were up there.
There it is. Okay, I see it.
All
I
right.
see it.
I'm trying to do correct. I don't understand resting dice very well. Sorry. I understand most other things.
Every level you gain 1 hit die.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have 3, and I used 2, and they
At this rest.
So
Every rest
you
can
do not
use-
add those to your temporary. You add them to your current
but-
hit points.
But
I
it
tried
would
to
be
add
even
them to
better to
both.
click on the hit dice.
No, you don't add them to both. That's a terrible idea. Why would you add them to both?
I don't know. I
He's
don't.
drinking.
all right, whatever. Steve's still asleep. Zigmundo, roll perception.
Got it.
You hear what almost sounds like laughter, and it's more of a humanoid laughter, coming from the south, headed west.
Uh-oh. Hey guys, I hear something. It sounds like somebody laughing. It's coming out from the south.
Are you waking everybody up?
No, I'm telling the ones awake this.
All right, so Garrod and Roland.
All right, so first question: you can only use one hit die, one of those hit die per rest, right?
No, you can
No.
use as many as you want, but you
okay.
lose those and you get half of your hit die back at a long rest.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. I'm
Round
Why
it
at
up.
is everyone not yelling at Nick for not knowing the mechanics of hit die?
Because Nick hasn't rolled a shit ton of stuff yet.
Because his hit points aren't at like 87 or whatever the hell yours are at.
Steve is very strong. That's not.
I'm
his
gonna roll
fault.
one more,
Alright.
and I'll fucking 4. Jesus.
Wow, a 10 plus 2 and you got a 4. That sucks.
I rolled a 1 twice.
I'm
on
putting
mine.
my shield back. So I'm putting my shield back, and I'm going to pull out my maul, my 2-handed
All right.
maul.
Okay.
And I'm kind of going to look out the slat. Like I know that I can't really see anything, but I'm going to look out the slats and see if I see anything.
Hey,
So you do
Despite
have
having
dark.
like night vision. I have
You
my
do have dark
yeah, by the
vision.
way, I have dark vision as well.
Mhm.
So both of you can look out the slats, and what you see is mostly darkness, but you can see about 60 feet out, and it's just it's grassland, kind of slowly gaining foliage into the forest.
Okay.
Can we assume Garrod is also crying?
Can I
No.
move down? Can I move out down to this slat and see if I can see anything different?
Are you gonna unbarricade the door?
Oh, if the doors are barricaded, then no. I want to stay inside the barricade. Right now, I want to stay inside the barricade. I don't want to do anything to. I don't want to. I don't want to take the initiative to do that unless, as a group, we decide that that's what we do.
You know what I can
You're
do here
gonna
and just
not
to see.
kick things?
I'm
All right,
going to use my druid craft to make the noise of a small animal, and I'm gonna shoot for like a. Let's see, we heard wolves. I'm gonna. Shit, I actually don't want to do this. Could draw them in. I'm gonna rescind that before I get too far because I'm
All right.
afraid it's gonna draw them in. So never mind.
All right.
Well then.
We need to get out. We do need to get out. We do. I think we do need to get out of this room.
All right,
Do we want to clear the south barricade?
I think Garrod, we look together at Zigmundo. We say, do we wake up everybody else? Is this dire enough that we need to get out?
Nope.
It's heading west, so it's passing us. I think the problem is that we actually need to get going, and
I would say this.
we need to head back. We need to go. We need to head back into.
So
Fandolin.
between the three of us, since we're the ones awake, I can transform into like a draft horse or something to that nature to get Gundren
Dr.
out
Fedorf.
safe. And we can try to get the hell out of here, and now would be the time to do that.
Right. So come on. So we try to wake the party up. Tell them that we need to start because Fandolin's. To the best of our knowledge, we understand that Fandolin's the direction that they are headed.
No, it sounds much closer than that.
Cat's getting nervous.
I think we need to wake people up and get out of here. I don't think we're safe.
I think we're okay.
Okay, so does it sound like they're heading towards the castle, this castle that we're in, or does it sound like they're past the castle? I guess
You said it's from the.
It
Sorry,
sounds to you to Zigmundo. Zigmundo could hear it heading from the south to the west, but it was almost like it's following the southern path through the forest to the western side of the castle.
So we might be safe. It might just be somebody passing by.
We're barricaded in. We're barricaded into this.
Yeah.
We're good. It's some
All right.
at least 5 foot thick walls, gauging by the map here.
Yeah, but I think that we need to get outside the barricade though and be able to see what's coming. If we need to anticipate if something's coming in or if something's.
If we think they're passing, and I'm going to have to ask Zygmundo because he's the one who heard this. If you think they're just passing by,
Yeah,
and
Zygmundo,
they're
what do you
passing
think?
by
You think they're
close, if that's the case, then we'll stay here.
We're safe in here. It's a pretty good
All right.
castle.
Let's
Like
stay here.
My ex-girlfriend, she left for me for.
I guess I would just say, all right, Ziggy, go back to sleep, and we will wake you the second we need you. Be ready.
You got it. I must.
All right. Garad, roll perception.
We know that I'm just going to fail this, so can we just pass me and do the
No.
next person?
Garad and Roland, both of you, roll perception.
You never know. Well, I guess we did know.
Roland, you hear what sounds like slightly muffled shouting coming from the west, and it sounds like it may be coming from inside the castle.
The call is coming from inside.
All right, I wake everybody up.
Oh.
How do you do that?
Fairly quietly.
Good job.
I want to make sure that everybody wakes up quietly. I let them know individually what's going on to ready themselves as fast as possible. This could get ugly. Be prepared. But I do it quietly, so hopefully, if there are voices, and I tell them, quiet, don't make noise. There could be somebody in the castle. If we stay here.
Granny gives you a firm nod. And
I punch Roland as he wakes me up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
With your stone fist?
Because I was having a bad dream, but I don't really do that. That's not something I do.
Steve awakes quietly but looks very annoyed.
That sounds about right.
All right. What now?
Say we put Gundren in the back, get him safe, get him even hidden under blankets if need be.
Where's the back?
Form ranks just away from the doors, like basically where I am.
Circular room.
I'd put him where I am, where I was.
So yeah, and I would want to be facing. I would want to be like the lead on the south side at the south door.
All right.
That's so like I would want to be far enough away that if the barricade breaks, like I have time to react, but like I'm ready with my maul to charge at whatever comes through the door.
Okay.
I grip my staff.
And are you guys just waiting?
We need to find a way to get. How did we barricade this door? By the way, like what is in front of this door to the south?
Like a workshop tables.
Can Granny
AK-47s?
Yes.
Can Granny take a look at these arrow slits and see if it might be small enough for her to step out of?
Yes. It looks like you might be able to barely fit.
Okay.
So, if you would like to try, you could try to do probably an acrobatics check to get out of it.
She will try.
She'll have to contort herself a little bit.
Andy, can you?
She makes it out.
I'm
Nice.
working on that, Nick.
Okay.
She's going to stealth around to just sort of check out what might be around.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
No.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. Somewhat.
What is Granny's height?
She's
Short.
4'5".
No, she's like
4 foot, none your business.
She's like 3 foot something, like 6 inches.
All right. So, Granny, you come around this direction, and as of right now, you don't see anything.
Okay.
I have a quick question. Would a rat be out of place in a castle like this?
Not at all.
No.
All right, I'd like to transform into a rat.
Nice.
Do you have any of those?
I get them back. Yeah, I get them back at short rest.
Yeah.
We had a long rest.
Because that kind of.
No, we had a short
We
rest.
haven't had a long rest yet.
Nobody had a long
you've
rest.
not had a long
We had a
rest.
short rest.
Yes.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
you're the right kind of druid, so.
So basically, what I want to do is just be inconspicuous, do rat things, sweep the rooms,
No one look here. It's just a rat.
see what I see.
So you're currently in this room. Are you
Mhm.
trying? How are you going to get out?
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna
Rat ways.
before I transform. I'm gonna talk to Garrod and I'm gonna tell him to gently place me up so I can jump out
you
of
see.
this because the doors I believe are completely barricaded.
Is there a way that a rat can get out of this room? Is there a way that a rat can get out of this room? Like,
Roll
I mean,
perception. Roll perception, Grod.
Stealthily.
can Roland make that roll?
That's up to Roland. That's not up to you to do for him.
Just roll it. It'll be fine. You can't always fail.
Yeah, yes, I can.
You don't know Nick.
Perception.
Yep.
Dude, your robot dice.
So Roland kind of, or Grod kind of looks around the thing. Well, the rat dug long enough. It could probably dig a tunnel.
We don't have time for that, so I'm gonna go out the arrow slit. I'm going to jump down. And the kind of goal here of what I'd like to do is sort of sweep around through here.
Okay.
Head in. I want to stay close to right all the corners. I want to be like a rat does, right around all the corners. Just kind of a generalized the directions a rat might go.
Okay. And so you're going through here, through here, through here.
Through there.
So,
yeah.
So these doors are open. So as you approach this door, you see a hushed band looking through the corpses, but also clearly kind of trying to stealthily make their way through the
Shit.
the castle. Only Roland sees this.
So what I want to do is I want to, before I get too close to dogs that could sniff or possibly attack a rat, I would like to scurry back in the rattiest of rat fashions. And
that's how they do.
Form of rat.
Come back around. And is this high enough I can jump back in this as a rat?
As a rat, you can skitter up the wall and make it inside.
I'd like to hop back in, transform back into a human where people can understand.
All right.
Transform.
And tell people what I saw. And I'm going to say, hey, so you guys know, there was at least 4, what the hell are these things? These big orcs.
You recognize them to be hobgoblins since you
Hobgoblins,
fought them a number of times.
And 2 pet wolves as well with them. I believe with those wolves here, they will sniff us out. We need
All right, so pause real quick. So while you're telling them that, Granny, it's been a while since you arrived to that rubble. You're still stealthing. You don't know any of this. What is Granny doing?
Yeah, that's a good point. She wouldn't have seen the rat. She's gonna sneak a little bit.
She might have
closer.
seen the rat, but she wouldn't know that it was Roland.
Right, it was just a rat.
Would the crown give it away? Not a joking fashion. Like
Granny, go ahead and roll perception.
Can the crown? The crown's kind of my thing.
Yeah, no, She did not notice the crown.
Damn it.
Oh,
you still have the same, Granny. You still have the same stealth check as before, which I think was a 13.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a relief. Yeah, so she'll just continue in a little bit further because she's
about there.
Yeah, I know it's not great, but this is what happens.
All right, so everybody inside of this room has now heard what Roland had to say.
Can I do a head count and notice that Granny is not there?
Well, you saw her go out the window, so you know that. You also walked right past her as a rat.
Can I talk to Steve and say, Steve, can't you telepathy to Granny? Isn't that a thing you can do?
There you go.
That is a thing. Get her back.
Steve says, "Hey, gross rat, What are you talking about?
No, he's
yes.
back to being a
I'm
human.
human. Here, jump
Oh,
out.
normal human, yes.
He's
Yeah.
so drunk he doesn't know the difference between a rat and
No, I mean
Splinter?
it's a rat with a crown on it. That's baffling to anyone. But yes,
Or by other
I-
means, off.